football talk show that holds back nothing on opinions.
Straight shooting LJA.
Hi, I'm John Sitton.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
G-Man.
Samira Swanee, Motivate Sports and Fitness.
Christian Carambeu.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
We the people, for the people. Jazzy Fizzle.
Your Monday night footballing fix.
Make sure you join the revolution.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk. Each and every Monday night of your lives.
At youtube.com/pitch talk.
For podcast links and information, check out our official website www.pitch-talk.com.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Christian Carambeu.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
Dave McLaughlin.
I'm Rob Lusher.
Andy Copeland from the Glennet Southern Amateur League.
Philip Wick, I'm CEO of 14.
Former chairman of Ibis FC.
Chairman of Alexandra Park FC.
And you're listening to
Pitch Talk.
The only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
Because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk. Make sure you join the revolution, the football revolution.
Hi, I'm John Sitton here with Gavin, Liam and Gerald on Pitch Talk.
The football talk show that holds back nothing on opinions.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez. Christian Carambeu.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
Samira Swanee, co-founder and co-director of Motivate Sports and Fitness.
And you're listening to Pitch Talk.
The only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
You'll never know. You won't see it coming, but you'll hear us all day, 'cause the World Cup's on the way. You just love my singing, oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. What's it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Kool-Aid man.
I love the Kool-Aid guy, Family Guy, but it's one of them ones. But it's not about any of that right now. What it's about is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, straight shooting LJA, the G-Man and Jazzy Fizzle proudly bring to you the football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing on opinions, because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
And also the pitch is where we... Nah, I can't do that again like last week. I can't do that early like last week. But
I know like we're only a couple minutes in, but you definitely, most definitely need Jesus.
Woo! I love it. I love it. I love it. But it's one of them. It's one of them ones. Yeah, man. It's one of them ones. www.pitch-talk.com. This and that. That is the official Pitch Talk website. Remember, tonight is a World Cup preview special. Oh my God, Jazzy, please send me a link to that. The guy's a clown and he's just making himself look even more so. But the fact of the matter is, www.pitch-talk.com is the official website of your Monday Night Footballing Fix. Facebook.com/Pitch Talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution. We are working so hard to create. MySpace.com/Pitch Talk. PitchTalk.blogspot.com or .co.uk. We'll get you to the blogs by yours truly, Straight Shooting LJA, the G-Man and Jazzy Fizzle, among others such as Big T, a.k.a. Thomas Hewitt, Dave Mear, a.k.a. at Mearcy on Twitter, Ross Vernon, and many, many more. Many. But also, you emailed that to me as well. But also, you can find via youtube.com/Pitch Talk. You can also find our videos, including including Pitch Talk on the road and especially Pitch Talk at the FA Cup Final 2014. And Mike Harniman, I don't mess with that paper, and I'm almost offended you asked. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, youtube.com/Pitch Talk at the FA Cup Final 2014. We released it last week, but over the weekend we released 2 pieces of bonus material as well. One is with a young man by the name of Daniel Kahn, who actually, yeah, Jesse, loved that one. I love that. And also Hull City in the Europa League and Wenger in or Wenger out. It's one of them ones. Have a look at that. Twitter.com/Pitch Talk or at Pitch Talk on Twitter. Also, 07535804466 is the mobile number, and Pitch Talk 1 on Skype is our Skype address. Woo! I don't think I forgot anything. YouTube, Facebook, Pitch Talk, Twitter. Pitch Talk Live on Google Plus as well. Remember,
I think you pretty much have it covered.
I hope so.
I think.
I told her I got it covered. But
Oh goodness. It's starting early, people.
yeah. It's one of them. But yeah. 19, what's it? I think it was like 2 days ago in 1998. Like, you know them on this day ones? I think it was ESPN who said on this day in 1998. Blatter was elected to be president of FIFA. On that day to which I commented on that day in 1998, FIFA became a running joke for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
A running Pitch Talk punchline.
Pretty much. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, ever since day 0 or issue 0,
You're gonna say data, innit?
No, I'm not gonna.
Data.
From data in the blood. No, in all seriousness though. From that point, like literally from the inception of Pitch Talk, Sepp Blatter has been a running joke for you, and we've mentioned him on pretty much almost every single show. I'm pretty much certain of it.
Yeah,
but
usually for the wrong reasons.
But it's around about that time where I turn around to both you and the G-Man and I say, well, normally you would do it, but I'm remixing this, baby. I'm saying,
remix, baby.
Straight shooting one. G-Man, how's your week and weekend been?
Go on, G-Man, have it.
Weekend's been pretty good, you know, just love the weather. Fantastic weather out there, and it's, you know, it's...
Were you working on your tan?
No, working on my tan.
The G-Man is sexual chocolate.
I was working on my relaxing, that's what I was working on. You know, just had a great time. What about yourself?
Oh, I thought he was working on the relaxer in his hair.
Oh, stop it.
Wait, what?
And you've got no hair to relax.
Stop it. We're starting early, people. Straight shooting one, how was your week and weekend?
Fantastic week, actually, quite busy, but yeah,
where you like it.
Yeah, of course, man. The Friday was fantastic because it was the Glemnet SAL annual dinner, which was actually fantastic. Big shout out to Mr. Andy Copeland. Also got to meet former Southampton, Chelsea, and England goalkeeper Dave Besson as well. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. Also a big shout out to Philip Dunkley, aka Imeric, on YouTube. He's one of them was a big time shout out to him. He's one of the SAL's referees, and he also coaches an under 11s team as well. So big shout out to him.
He's in the building.
Yeah, man. Can you send me that link as well?
No.
But no,
you keep on finding all these good links. Please send them to me.
I want some of them links, baby. But yeah, anyway. Put a tick over me. But anyway. Look at it. And the video feed ain't open yet. These reactions are priceless. But yeah, man. But yeah, as I said, a big shout out to everyone at the SAL. It was actually fantastic. Big shout out to Minch, Bloggy, Boney, Ben.
Bloggy and Boney.
And also John Josiah as well, who joined us forward, who, as representatives of IBIS, were down at the Glemnet annual league dinner. So it was a lot of fun, actually. It was a hell of a lot of fun. We'll be back up there winning some trophies next year. So the aims are there. But how was your week and weekend?
No, you know what? Week and weekend was amazing. You know what I mean? And it's great to be back live on your Monday Night Football and Fix. You know what? I want to say a happy belated birthday to my auntie. Auntie, happy birthday. Yeah, so really, that's it, really. Do you know what I mean? I'm excited It's the World Cup theme. We've got good music underneath us right now.
Oh yeah, it's
And I'm
Big
just-
T's birthday as well. Big T's birthday over the weekend as well.
So you know what we're gonna do?
We always throw them teas in.
That's it. Now, happy birthday to you. And we're hoping that as one half of the tag team champions of the world. Being a wrongin', you had an absolute wrongin' birthday. So, yeah, make sure you send us. Make sure you send us a text later on. Let us know how that went.
Definitely.
That's all I'm saying.
It's also Lily Alumi's birthday apparently today as well. So
Today?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Lily's birthday. Okay, Lily, this is for you.
Happy
Wait. What's this? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Lily. Happy birthday to you.
Jesse.
That's how I do, baby.
Jesse Fizzles, hey brown nose. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness, this guy.
I had to do it, man. I told him I wasn't gonna see. But anyway, it's one of them. Big shout outs to everyone who's had birthdays over the weekend.
Exactamundo.
We got the Skypers in the house too, though. So let's go to Jesse. I'll let you pick. Who we got?
Well, I know that Mr. Mike Harniman's here, so we're gonna skip him. Mike.
Oh.
Mike, let's throw it to you first. How's your weekend been?
Hey, Jesse, you alright, mate? Yeah, pretty good, really. Looking forward to the World Cup. The friendlies haven't really done too much for me, but friendlies are only friendly for a reason, to try out new players and new formations and that. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to read too much into that one. It's all been pretty cool. It's all been good.
No, that's good to hear. Good to hear. G-Man, I'll let you pick who goes in.
Yo, Mr. Jaymie Bailey, shouting you out. What you got to say?
Not much, to be honest.
How
All right, is you gonna elaborate on that?
How was your weekend then, Jamie?
Uh,
How was your weekend?
yeah, the weekend's been a bit eventful, but been alright, to be honest with you. Watched Jamaica literally get schooled on how to play football yesterday. I think they forgot.
We'll get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Dominoes is their way of playing football, to be honest with you. But every game.
Wait, I don't think I'm the only one in the studio right now who was confused by that analogy.
No. Look, I understand that the dominoes. I do. I'm just trying to work out how that goes into football. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you was gonna say they're not trying to emulate the track and field stars, I say yeah, you're right. They're really not.
I know we've forgotten about that before we even turned up to the stadium. Track and field was just definitely where we have to be.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's our issue right now. Track and field is where we should really be, not on the football pitch.
Fair enough. I believe that we have a Mr. Rusty Lee, aka Mr. Russ Vernon. What's going on? How was your weekend?
Good evening, Jesse. Good evening, Liam. Good evening, G-Man. And good evening, all the Skypers and the pitch talkers out there this evening.
And good evening, Mr. Russ Vernon. Good evening.
My weekend has been good. I enjoyed watching the game against Ecuador and Honduras. And like Matt says, I'm not going to read too much into that. I sent a link out to you, which Liam and G-Man commented on the Pitch Talk Facebook wall earlier about Leeds United, which hopefully I'll get on my say in a few moments' time, along with of today's discussions on the show. And the World Cup is just around the corner. I'm very looking forward to that. Some positive news coming from the England camp today, and that is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has been doing some light jogging in the squad with the squad today. And Gerald had to put some other news from the England squad is that Gerald had to stop training after a few minutes due to a tight cough, which he picked up when we played Honduras on Saturday when he had to go off at half time.
A tight
so
what? A tight what?
Tight groin.
A tight what?
Groin.
A what? Sorry, I couldn't help
And-
that.
Terrible.
And yesterday I watched the Soccer Aid game, which England lost 4-2 to the rest of the world. I'll tell you the scores in that if we get time on results and analysis. If we go into that next after we've spoken to the other people in the Sky room. So back over to G-Man or Jesse or Liam to fling it out to the next person on Skype with us this evening.
Let's see where we're going next. Who haven't we done yet?
I think we haven't said hello to Mr. Tom Wood.
That's what I thought. Tom Wood, how's your week and weekend been?
Fine. Been a bit boring, to be honest. So it's been a bit boring about the football at the moment, but I just want the football season to get back up and running again, and hopefully Southend do even better this season than they did last season.
But are you not excited about the World Cup?
Not really.
What? Why not? What?
I can tell you one thing, Lee don't want England to go through. He wants to support Uruguay just because Luis Suarez is playing for Uruguay.
Oh.
I ain't saying nothing about that. So I'm leaving that one. I'm leaving that one totally alone. I've had this discussion with a few people. About man, you need to get behind England rather than chastise. Get behind, baby. Get behind, like the Road Dogg always used to say. Always doing that. Doggies, not with each other, though. But anyway, it's one of them ones, baby. Tom, you wanted to say something else, baby. Tom.
Yeah, I might be putting on an accumulator this weekend as well, so see how much I can win then.
Fair enough. Hopefully, if you got any hints and tips, let us know. Just saying, everybody's trying to make a buck out here.
Everyone's trying to make a buck.
It's hard times.
Oh, all right, Ray. Ray Trailer. AKA Big Bubba Rogers. AKA the Big Boss, man.
Boss. Man.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no, maybe start with that again.
Oh, no, it won't stop.
You know how much I want
it won't stop.
Oh. Oh. It just stops. It just goes to the oh. Oh my God! I was there, man. Rick Ross is just. I said that is one guy who I will always find funny. I will always find him funny, and most of it is pretty much because it is legitimately because of my caps that I find Rick Ross funny. The fact that he's what was that tattoo he's got? Rich Forever. Really? Yeah. Yeah, on his bottom lip he's got a tattoo. That must be some big bottom lip. But yeah, anyway.
Oh, no.
That's a small ass tattoo.
It's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. But this is the reason why I love mocking Rick Ross.
Rick Ross loves all my food, don't it? Triple cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, wrapped in the back of my Maybach, eating a turkey burger. This McDonald's so magnificent. Eat with me or eat away from me. This is Burger King music.
I love that.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm hungry. Oh.
Wow.
Feed, baby, you gotta feed me or leave me, cause I'm hungry. I'm rich forever, but I'm gonna spend it all on food. Ever since I was little, I had the munchies, even when I was in the hood. I've got nowhere else to go with this, so let's give a couple of shout outs. Big shout out, actually. to the Section 357 show. Sunday, Super Navajo, Big Shot Ron, and Floyd as well. Big shout outs at Section 357 on Twitter.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah, man. They were actually going through their picks for the World Cup, and they actually did give us a big time shout out. So a big time shout out to the Section 357 guys. Big shout outs, baby. Shout outs in the house. Big shout out to Samir Sawney, Director of Motivate Sports and Fitness, Facebook.com/MotivateSF. Also Twitter.com/MotivateSF @MotivateSF. Big shout out to Sophie, Rachel, and of course Pitch Talk's favorite rabbit.
Yes, sir.
They're little man. Scotty. Big shout out at Girls on the Ball on Twitter and www.girlsontheball.com and facebook.com/girlsontheball. And a big shout out also as well to @TweetWhiteLine on Twitter, facebook.com/FinnWhiteLine Magazine and FinnWhiteLineMagazine.com. And a big shout out to the Glemnet Southern Amateur League as well, the Glemnet SAL. That's all good. That's terrible. Most will have to watch EastEnders or sleep for a couple hours. I don't even know where that comment came from.
But no, apparently, I'm saying this on behalf of the G-Man because he's busy with the socials right now. He wants to send a very big shout out to Tara and Rose because, you know, I mean, we're going to have to cue up his music for this. I'm just saying.
Wait,
the G-Man's that guy.
Tara who?
Wait, hold on. What music is that? I thought it was.
I hear voices in my head. They count to me. They understand. They talk to me.
Oh, Tara.
Yeah, Tara.
Oh, so you didn't want me to cue up that tune?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll try and find the other one. I hear voices.
Hey, let me hear this tune. What tune is this?
No, wait, I'll reload it for you.
I hear voices in my head. They count to me. They understand. They talk to me.
Yeah, everybody's just vibing right now, people. I'm telling you, like the video feed ain't open yet, but everybody's vibing right now.
I love it. Someone will get that. It's the Jakob Sokolik. Okay, anyway, I'm not there. But you know what? It is time for us to pause that particular track that we were on because it is time, baby. Time for us to go on to our next segment, or the first segment of the show, which, of course, is results and analysis. Woo! Yeah! Skipping in some gray areas right there. What I'm seeing in the Skype chat. Gray areas, baby. Them areas be gray, baby. Those areas be gray, baby.
And we ain't even talking about no 50 Shades neither.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Oh my
What?
such a wrong one. I am.
What? What?
Wait, G-Man, I said that.
I'm telling you, cue up that music, man.
You know, it has
to be done.
It actually
be
has.
done.
That's so wrong. Yeah. But we gotta stop that track because the G-Man has to be queued in.
Oh man, you still got it, people. He ain't going nowhere.
G-Man is the playmate. G-Man is the playmate.
What? That is all I can say is what? Oh my goodness.
All I can say is it'll be, instead of G-Man is a player, it'll be, there we go. G-Man is in there. G-Man's getting some. Yes, yes. And the ones that what's it, Bobby Heenan. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Off the Goldberg won the world title. Oh my God. G-Man doesn't mind traveling. Curveball right on the middle, strike one.
Stop it.
You know what? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Anyway, back to the story. But Pitch Talk 1. Add us on Skype and see what the mayhem's about. Because it's a lot of fun. It is actually a lot of fun. Oh my God.
That's
tremendous.
Absolutely hilarious.
Jesse, just that camera. Ever so, just a squeeze. Other way. Just a squeeze, baby. Just a squeeze. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. It's so good, baby. Everybody can see us. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's some matchmaking going on. It's like Match.com. Find your perfect partner. The G-Man's getting hooked up, baby. Speaking of hooked up, we're going to hook you up with some results. Tuesday, 3rd of June, 2014. Costa Rica 1, Japan 3. Brian Ruiz scoring on 32 minutes. Endo scoring on 61 minutes. Free Shinji scored on 81 minutes. And Kakitani, Kakitani scored on 93 minutes. Switzerland 2, Peru 0. Lichtsteiner scored on 79 minutes with Sheridan Shaqiri, who is reported to be a Liverpool target, scoring on 85 minutes. Brazil 4, Panama 0. Neymar scoring on 28 minutes. Dani Alves had in the second on 41 minutes. Hulk scoring on 48 minutes. And one member of the Hair Bear bunch, William, scoring on 74 minutes. Wednesday, 4th of June 2014, Greece 0, Nigeria 0. Mexico 1-0, Bosnia-Herzegovina 1. Hajrovic scoring on 41 minutes, the only goal of that particular game. Holland 2, Wales 0. Ian Robin and Lenz scoring on 76 minutes. And no, it wasn't that Nigeria game that was fixed, JBK. It was apparently Nigeria-Scotland. That was, well, there was a questionable one where a goalkeeper looked like he tried to throw the ball into the back of his own net. But we'll leave that one alone because there was an investigation. But remember, let us know if you want to Skypers, let us know if you want to jump in on any of these games, by the way, whilst we're going through them. But we're going to move on to Italy 1, Luxembourg 1. Marquisio opening the scoring on 9 minutes with Chanot scoring on 85 minutes to equalise. England 2, Ecuador 2. This was hilarious, actually. Valencia scoring on 8 minutes with Wayne Rooney equalising on 29 minutes. Ricky Lambert scored on 51 minutes. Liverpool's new boy, after certain people had been castigating him, saying that, oh, he's crap, Rooney had to pick up the thing. It's one of them ones. Firstly, friendly. Secondly, shut your face. Anyway,
nice.
But Arroyo scored an absolute belter on 70 minutes to give Ecuador a respectable 2-2 draw. Now, speaking of Valencia, hey, Raheem Sterling, the more I see his tackle, the worse it is. And yes, it should have been a red. Came over the top of the ball. Fine. Happy with that. But Antonio Valencia, what did you used to call him? The Beast, the Boss, or something, or whatever? What was your old nickname for Valencia?
I'm totally lost.
There was an alias you used to say about Valencia. Really? Antonio Valencia.
What, Tony V?
Yeah, so Big Tony V or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, yeah, Sterling's tackle was a red card offence. Got to look at that now. But the fact of how to do the moonwalk, that's tremendous. But yeah, anyway.
I know we got off topic, but that was brilliant.
Couple round on strike one. But the fact of the matter is,
it depends. I mean, there are the comparisons with Antonio Valencia.
No, I'd say Nani was that. Nani was the poor man's Michael Jackson with the drip Jericho, trying to look like Chris Kamara was his hero. It's like, Nani, why you do this with your hair? It's like, but anyway, with Valencia. Antonio Valencia's reaction totally uncalled for. Looking like he was going to choke slam little Raheem Sterling. It's dude, you know there was blatantly so. Dude got the Man United blinkers on and thought, Liverpool player, let me choke him.
No. You know anything about his injury history? He's more than entitled to have that reaction.
It's a friendly, man.
I'm like, dude's already had serious injuries. Yeah. If
Nani hurts, get some Vagisil.
If that challenge goes any other way, right? He could have been seriously injured again, which brings me to my point that I made.
Yeah, but he wasn't. It's one there.
That's not the point.
It is the point.
No, it's not.
Well, there's one that was boo-hoo. What's done is done. There was no need for that. There was no need for that tackle. Look, but there was no need for that reaction.
He's just making him aware. Yeah. Like, listen, I've got injury history. Yeah. We're like this close to the World Cup, right? We don't need any more of that. Right.
Why is Raheem Sterling gonna care about Antonio Valencia?
No, but this is precisely.
Dude plays for Man United.
No, but this is
Valencia,
is precisely the point. So you're saying that man's gone in there with added intent?
No, not at all.
Predetermined intent.
No, it's
he's going in there like he's Roy Keane and Alfie Haaland.
My injury history. Who cares?
What?
It's like Valencia. No, but Valencia's supposed to be some sort of tough guy.
Are you being for real? Are you being for real?
Mate, Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling looks like he's about 10 stone soaking wet. Come on, man.
Are you being real right now? Who cares?
I'm mucking around, of course. This one then was, like I said, there was no need for that tackle, but he was trying to win. He was obviously trying to win.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And he did get contact with the ball, but he came over the top of the ball, and it was a dangerous
injury
tackle.
When my guy's already got, known injury history. Yeah, he's not looking to go and have another major injury at this point in his career. Much less.
But don't play in the friendly then. If you no, hold on. If Valencia wants to avoid if Valencia's got a serious injury history and wants to avoid injury, don't play in the friendly.
Look. Right, we're
talking
about major injuries. Yeah. There was the potential for a very, very serious injury to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. You're going to tell him don't play in it because he's got injury history. You might as well tell Jack Wilshere.
No, you know what?
By the way, sit at home and watch this World Cup. You can record it on this Sky Plus. Yeah, just do that.
No,
instead of playing because of your injury history.
You know what? On that point,
we'll call you Mr. Glass. It's fine. We'll watch.
Hold on. On that point, actually, with England Honduras, part of me was hoping that Roy Hodgson was going to play that B team again, because the injury curse, we'll get into that in general talking points, but there have been a lot of people have been dropping like flies in friendlies.
And the funniest thing, what did I actually say last week? I said,
we'll come back to that.
I said, right, that these friendlies are too close.
Yeah.
The potential for injury is too high, and you had some big name players have to pull out. Like Marco Royce, for example.
We'll come back into that. Yeah, we'll come back into that in general because there's a lot to be said. Remember, this is our World Cup preview.
I've got a quick question for you guys then.
Yeah, sure.
Jack Wilshere's reaction to Valencia's foul on, I think it was Lana or something. Yeah?
Yeah.
Where he went in rash. Was Jack Wilshere's reaction over the top then? When he was right in Valencia's face.
In the same game.
In that same game.
Wasn't that after the Valencia Sterling thing?
No, because they both got sent off. It was before.
Yeah.
So was that overreacting? Because at the end of the day, Valencia went in on the challenge, and where he could have injured someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the England lads all started pushing and bustling him. It's the same sort of thing.
I gotta give props to Wilshere though, just on the side.
But just on the props to Wilshere, but then you're saying Valencia's reaction.
No. The reason, I was going to say in relation to the relation to the Valencia Sterling thing, Wilshere was the first one to back it for Sterling. You notice he was the first one there coming to defend it. So I'll give Wilshere props for that. He put the club thing aside and was like, hey, what are you doing to my teammate? He was the first one busting in. Now, the Lallana tackle, it was bad. It's one of them there ain't no need for them sort of tackles in friendlies. You look at in the friendly before, England-Peru, look at the tackle that Gerald took. Mate, we're seeing these sort of tackles dotted around in friendlies, and it's not good. Yeah. I don't know why people are going in with these meaty challenges in friendlies. Meaty like pedigree chump. I don't know. I don't know. The fact of the matter is, it's silly. There's no need. There's really no need. That's why half of me for that England-Honduras friendly was hoping that Roy Hodgson played that B-team bunch of J-Brones again in that match. Yeah, come on. Jones and Smalling at the back. What else would you call them apart from J-Brones? They are Smalling is terrible. The best thing he can do is catch flies. But anyway, it's one of them ones. But we had Russ Vernon who wanted to jump in, but just before that, Mike Harniman said, think a red was harsh in a friendly. For tackles bad, friendly or not. But anyway. Yeah, Russ Vernon, you wanted to jump in, and then we'll come on to Jaymie after.
Yeah, Alex, I was actually watching the game, and I was listening to the post-match at half-time and the reaction to the show of the England game, and I can't remember who it was now. I think he might have been Lee Dixon. He actually said that the red card was harsh, and if he was the referee, he would have given him a yellow card for it, because he was he won the ball, and he did say he did go over the top. And I saw a photo on Facebook, I think it was last Tuesday, with what Sterling was saying to Gerald, he went,
oh yeah, the meme. I said 7th, and he went crazy.
Yeah.
What
I would have said was, if I was Sterling in that situation, I'd have gone, Valencia, who are you going Europe next season? Oh wait, you're not in, are you?
And he would have decked you in the face.
Like, I'm not even him. I want to deck you in the face down his microphone.
Wow. Bobby, Jaymie Bailey, you want to jump in as well on this?
Yeah, Jezzy.
Yeah.
I'll just remind you that the Premiership is over, and you came 7th. Two things that don't actually consist of this Sterling Valencia thing that should have happened at all. That reaction was uncalled for. End of.
Come on.
No, there's no excuse
how are we
for it.
Forgetting man's injury history? I'm just saying.
No. Forget the history.
What do you mean, mate? You know what? When you're going on a pitch, I'll be honest. When you're going on a pitch, when I'm on the pitch for the Ibis wearing tuber grip, no one gives a damn about my injury history. It's one of them ones. No one's going into a tackle giving a damn about injury history. And when I'm going into tackles, I put my own injury history kind of out to pasture and don't think about it. So you can't expect everybody to be like, oh, but his injury history. Oh.
No. I'm not asking.
Can I ask you a question?
Hang on. Let me respond to this. I'm not asking other players to go and be like, no, you have to ease up because of man's injury history. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, right, that because he's had his injuries, yeah, he knows, right, the type of challenges that can go and do more damage to his previous injuries. Yeah. So blatantly, he's looking out for his own interest. That's what it is.
Is it that you said, Liam?
What's that?
Don't play in the friendly. Don't play in a friendly.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're basically saying.
No, that's oversimplified. Like I said to you, if we're going by them rules, tell Jack Wilshere to stay at home.
All right.
Yeah, wrap up in cotton wool.
And half of the English
and his duvet. I'd never leave where he is. That's all I'm saying.
Also, another thing, you can't say don't play in a friendly if you're also going to say why players doing those sort of challenges.
This is the other thing. I'm like, we're talking about why are players making them challenges? They're making them kind of challenges to prove themselves, right? To get into starting 11. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like what I've been saying about these friendlies. These friendlies are not. They're not open casting calls. They're final auditions.
Which is precisely my point. So if you're gonna go and see somebody actually show some real commitment over one of your stars who's thinking, yeah, I got this in the bag. I don't.
Yeah, but there's commitment and then there's being reckless.
Oh, come on.
There's commitment and there's being reckless. What? So Sterling's challenge was commitment. You would say that's commitment.
I'm not saying it's commitment. I'm not saying that.
Why are you saying I'm saying there's a line between commitment and reckless?
We've already established it's an open audition, yeah? Final audition. We've already established that. We've already established that players are looking to earmark themselves, yeah, for the opening game of the tournament for their national team. That's what they're looking to do, right? So if that's what they're looking to do, they're gonna go that little bit further, right? All I'm saying is, to me personally, understanding Antonio Valencia's injury history, I can see why he would have that reaction. Now, was it necessarily the right reaction to have? Honestly, no, it wasn't. but I can understand his reasoning. It's like, well, listen, if he goes and has another injury, a serious injury, because of some idiot challenge,
it's an idiot challenge.
Then, do you know what I mean? Like, he's right to be upset. And no, but it's the same way how, you know, as I say, like, if most people just end up touching Jack Wilshere, he ends up injured, right? If he ends up in the challenge and he gets injured, he's gonna be annoyed as well.
I love the way
royally annoyed.
I love the way Jazzy Fizzle actually mocks Jack Wilshere, like his team didn't have Jesper Blomqvist.
No, I'm not saying that we didn't. I'm not saying that we didn't. I'm not saying that he never had more sick notes to rival Jamie Redknapp. I'm not saying that.
Man brought out Redders as well.
I'm not saying that he didn't have that, or even Darren Anderton, who was apparently on sick leave. I'm just like, come on now.
I think Darren Anderton's still on sick note. Still a sick note now. And that turns him into a coach as well.
But you know what? Yeah. But no, let's shift on because Mike Harniman said in the chat, seen worse than that in the lower leagues get unpunished. He said that to me. Not even yellows. Tell Ronaldo don't bother turning up at the World Cup as well. Mock Jack Wilshere all he won. At the end of the day, he lifted the trophy.
No, it's not. No, listen, I'm not mocking him for lifting the trophy. I personally think he's one of the best young English talents in the game right now. I really do. The only black mark for me that he has against him is his injury history.
Why's it gonna be a black mark? Why the bomb is it gonna be a black mark?
Would you want it a red mark? Just to be a yellow
Are
ribbon?
you racist? Is that your problem, buddy? Are you racist? Vile racist. Black mark. You're a disgrace.
We're not talking
You're
about
a disgrace not only to your race but to the nation. You are a disgrace.
we're not even talking about Qatar and the Qatar allegations right now, according to Sepp Blatter, which are also apparently racist.
Let's shift on.
Please.
Argentina 3, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Palacio opening and scored on 45 minutes. Javier Mascherano scored on 51 minutes and Rodriguez scoring on 65 minutes. Thursday, 5th of June 2014, Uruguay 2, Slovenia 0. Edinson Cavani opening the scoring on 37 minutes. And the rhyming goal scoring continues because Stuani scored on 77 minutes. I love the fact that Stuani sounds like something that should be in Family Guy, like the South American equivalent of Stewie Griffin, Stuani Griffin, Stuani Griffinos. They should have had that instead of Bertrand. Instead of Bertrand, this evil brother. It should have been Stuani Griffinos. Just like in The Simpsons. What's it? Senor Spielbergo. I love that. By the way, Chile 2, Northern Ireland 0. Vargas opening and scoring on 79 minutes and Pinilla scoring on 83 minutes. El Salvador 1, Ivory Coast 2. Yao Javino. There's a drawback. There's a drawback in there somewhere. Scoring on 9 minutes. Drogba scored on 43 minutes, and Alvarez scored a penalty on 76 minutes. I will spare the Javino jokes for now. Then again, I did already make one. Friday, 6th of June 2014. Germany 6, Armenia 1. For Armenia, Kitarayan scored a penalty on 69 minutes, but that was after Andre Schürrle had scored on 52 minutes. Lucas Podolski scored a nice little backheel goal on 71 minutes. Howard there scored on 74 minutes. Closer scored on 76 minutes. And Mario Götze scored on 82 and 90 minutes. Unfortunately, in this game, that was the game where Marco Reus got injured, and that injury was not nice. We'll come back onto that in general talking points, though. Brazil 1, Serbia 0. Fred with the only goal on 59 minutes. Great cross by Dani Alves. The first touch was fantastic by Fred, and then he could have actually went down for a penalty, but he went down and still put the ball in the back of the net. Quality goal,
like a boss.
Quality goal from Fred, the man with the Brazilian with an English name is tremendous. But yeah, Saturday, 7th of June 2014. Costa Rica 1, Republic of Ireland 1. Kevin Doyle getting the only goal for the Republic of Ireland on 18 minutes, with Borges equalising on 64 minutes. Mexico 0, Portugal 1. Bruno Alves getting the only goal of the game on 94 minutes. Cameroon 1, Moldova 0. Sally scoring the only goal on 31 minutes. And literally a day later, there had been a running dispute with Cameroon in terms of bonuses. They didn't want to board their plane to Brazil because there was a dispute about how much they get paid in terms of bonuses. That has actually been resolved today. Monday, 9th of June 2014, it's actually been resolved, so it's all good. Argentina 2, Slovenia 0. Alvarez opening the score on 13 minutes. And the man who a lot of people are expecting to have a big tournament, Lionel Messi, scored on 77 minutes. Nice finish, it must be said. Belgium 1, Tunisia 0. Mertens getting the only goal on 90 minutes. El Salvador in action again, but this time they were beaten by Spain with David Villa getting a brace. 1 on 61 minutes, 1 on 87 minutes. USA 2, Nigeria 1. A man who's waited 6 months for a goal goes and bangs in 2 in one game because Nigeria got Altidore. But yeah, Jose Altidore scored on 33 minutes to 69 minutes, and Victor Moses scored a penalty on 87 minutes. I was going to send you back to Nigeria. I told your mom to let you study in Nigeria. I'm sending you back first class.
Stop it.
Funke. Come on,
Stop it.
Annabelle who?
I'm sorry, I was trying so hard not to laugh.
Every time I hear Nigeria, I think of that and bank scams. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding with the bank scams. Anyway.
Stop it, man. That is absolutely terrible.
No, I'm kidding.
Absolutely terrible.
Hey,
you could have at least said Guinness. Do you know what I mean?
Nigeria Guinness?
Yes.
Guinness was Irish.
But there is also Nigerian Guinness.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you're making Guinness punch, that's the one that you use, I'm just saying.
Speaking of punch, a game that lacked punch was England 0, Honduras 0. The most interesting thing about this was that Sturridge, I think. Daniel Sturridge, aka Studge, I think has superpowers because that he missed, and straight after he missed, the heavens opened up. It's like, oh, lightning. Okay, cool. So powerful foot on it, man. But also, actually, oh yeah, let's shift on to yeah, no, I think it was actually that Belgium game as well. Speaking of the heavens opening up, Belgium 1, Tunisia 0 was hilarious because when the heavens opened up, there were hailstones the size of golf balls. Wow! I'm not even ribbing you. I watched the highlights earlier, and it was like, wow! You see the football on the ground, and you see like little things that look like golf balls next to it, and you realize, oh my God, those were hailstones. Wow! Good gravy.
You can imagine getting hit by one of those. I mean, even when they're tiny, right? I still hate it when, you know, they just ping you on the side of your ear, like, ping, and it's just hate it.
Hated it.
So you can imagine what that would have been like. It would have been like, blackout with one of those, man. I'm just saying.
Blackout, you know. Blackout.
Just saying.
You're so why are you so racist? Blackout, yeah? Why does it have to be blackout? Why can't it be just pow, like Lethal B? Why does it have to be blackout? Why do you have to hurt a black cow for? Look at his face! Look at his face! It's a crazy show again, people. It's just like last week.
But Tom's raised an interesting point. He says when his dad lived in Australia, the hailstones were the size of tennis balls.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
I'm just like, you must just come out armed with a cricket bat all the time. just in preparation.
Bang.
Literally.
Bang.
Literally.
No, not my head.
Literally.
Bang. I did my hair. Bang.
Literally.
What, come out like Jim Cornette in the 80s just with a tennis racket? Yeah, I can improve my backhand today.
This is it.
Forehand. Well, we had Javinho earlier, forehead, and now we're talking about forehand. So, oh my God! By the way,
especially after the French Open's gone, you know, I
was gonna say. By the way, in terms of forehand and forehead, this is what Lemon's forehead in terms of that Ice J Fish guy. He's got a.
Oh, you mean the guy that stole your dance moves, yeah?
Yeah, it's one of them. Mate, that dude on his latest video has got a forehead that Rihanna and Javinho would be proud of.
Oh my goodness.
That dude's. But it is one of them ones where if I was to ever see hailstones the size of tennis balls, I'd have to say,
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Wait a minute. But I don't like it at all.
That's how I would have to go on. That's how I'd have to go on. Oh, it's madness. It's absolute madness. But yeah, we're gonna move on to Sunday. France 8, Jamaica 0. France 8, Jamaica 0. Kabaye opening the scoring on 17 minutes. Matuidi scoring on 20 and 66 minutes. Benzema scoring on 38 and 63 minutes. Olivier Giroud scoring on 53 minutes, and Griezmann getting 2, one on 77 minutes, one on 89 minutes. Now, there was actually something funny to do with the France Jamaica game. Something funny apart from Jamaica's defending, because they were utterly atrocious at the back. But it's one of them ones where, on the highlights, on the particular highlights that I saw of the France Jamaica game, it was actually hilarious, because you know some of them commentators who are absolutely hilarious. It was
Jaymie, that is absolutely classic in the chat. Sorry.
After the goals, all you would hear. All you would hear, legitimately, all you would hear is this.
Na briga, com o Cabaye dominou, bateu!
Goal! That is all you would hear. Like on the highlights. All you hear is just goal. And you know what, yeah? And you know what? Oh, it was exactly the same thing. It was exactly the same thing in the Italy Fluminense game, which actually ended up 5-3 to Italy. But again, all you hear after every goal. All you heard after every goal was exactly the same thing. It was hilarious, because I just loved the fact that it was like that after every goal it was this.
Goal!
Goal! Fluminense!
Golazo!
Wait, hold on. Here we go. I swear, whilst I was watching those highlights earlier, I was just laughing half the time.
No.
It's like, Fluminense.
I'll be honest. The commentators are the reason why I love to watch the Brazil around. No, I keeps it real. Listen, no, I gotta speak my truth, man. I gotta speak my truth. It's all about them commentators with the goal. If it wasn't for
Fluminense,
if it wasn't for that, I'm telling you, man, I keeps it real. Because my keeping it real don't go wrong.
Wu-Tang! You think this is a game? A dollar? What am I gonna do with a dollar? I got kids. That's real. I love it. I love it. Jaymie Bailey, you wanted to jump in on this, yeah?
Yeah, you guys probably mock it, but that's pretty much what everybody knows in Brazil. So
no, that's true. That is true.
And technically, what we find funny, they'll probably just look at us and say, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah, no, but
they probably will.
No, that's true. But I will say this: the passion is absolutely tremendous. Can't beat it.
Yeah, that's the one form of thing that I like about Brazil anyway. It doesn't matter where you are either within the stadium or outside of it, whether you're a commentator or whether you're a player. It's all pretty much the same passion throughout. And what we read last week about some of them giving away their organs, that shows the passion right there.
The Immortal Fans campaign.
But in terms of the Jamaica game, I think, yeah, as I was trying to allude earlier, I just don't think Jamaica really remembered what they were playing. I think they were playing dominoes for a pre-match warm-up.
All I can say is, in terms of Jamaica's defense, it was a case of
Everybody wants to know
where they've been. Where they've been. Everybody wants to know where Jamaica's defense was. They were terrible.
I think they were just remembering that they had a bashment party to go to after, so they kind of thought, let me just get out of the way.
That's terrible. It's true. Big shout outs to, actually, in terms of dancehall, big shout outs to Philip Dunkley, aka I Am Eric, as well. Big shout.
We in the building.
Some of that was just, it was fun.
So I think Jezzy, if you're talking about Valencia's reaction to anything, that's when it should have happened. Just to try and liven up the Jamaicans and remind them that it's a football field, not. I don't know what they were doing. I kind of missed out. I saw every goal and I was thinking, if this goes to anything like the Spain-Tahiti game, I definitely will be looking forward to the Commonwealth as soon as I can. I don't think Jamaica's ever going to win the World Cup.
About the Commonwealth Games, raw.
I really hope in anything at all. Sports-wise, is either dominoes, the beauty of.
Sorry, you mentioned Tahiti, and it just reminded us of this.
Tahiti's on your TV. Confederations Cup. Yeah, they're in Group B. They tackled Sydney FC in a warm-up game. It was pretty close. So now they're ready for Spain. Because Tahiti's on.
So I love that. It just reminded me of that. And with the World Cup being in Brazil, that was related to the Confederations Cup. It's all good. It's all good. Sorry, Jamie, carry on.
Yeah, just saying. I've kind of lost my train of thought because of that.
After all that, the train of thought was derailed. But we can come back to you in a sec because Russ wants to jump in as well. Go, Russ, have it.
Yeah, because I didn't watch the actual game because I was watching Soccer Aid on Sunday evening, but I caught up with the highlights earlier today, and one of the main reasons against Leeds United captain Rudolph Austin, Rudy Austin, which all Leeds United fans call him, he was the captain of Jamaica. And like Jimmy said in the chair, he was only one of there was a football game, and when he was at Leeds, he just play some quality football, and he's did well for us last season, apart from when he had a few injuries, which knocked his confidence a bit at Leeds. But he's coming back to his form now, and good to see him playing international football and captaining his side against France. Also, while I'm on, I just want to give a big shout out, and I just want the G-Man, just the G-Man this week, to give a big wave and to say hi to Tara, because like you G-Man, Tara likes the Arsenal. and she says she doesn't like Liam or Jesse because they support Liverpool and Man United. So G-Man,
I don't like you either. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm on my show, man. Yo, Tara, we usually do this for Big T, but I'm doing this for you right now.
Oh, what round?
T's are up for Tara, and the Arsenal lovers there.
The Arsenal love is there, and he does the celebration that Gareth Bale was most recently known.
I'm just saying this. Can we cue up his music again, please? Can we cue up his music again, please? Man's like, I'm throwing these teas up.
Firstly, I would like to say, in terms of Tara not liking me and you, Jezzy.
I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Damn right.
But I don't like it.
No, sir.
I don't like it at all.
I say that, but also, it's actually quite funny because that last tune actually just came to an end at the right particular time, because.
Tara is that lady.
G-Man is that lady. G-Man is that lady.
Everybody at home, throw them teas up.
I just want to say to Tara here, thanks for tuning in today, and thanks for being with us, and thank you for supporting Arsenal and hating these two haters. Because that's what they are. They're player haters. They're player haters.
Player hater. Try to say, man, these are player hater. This was terrible.
Man's like, haters gon' hate, lovers gon' love.
I don't even want none of the above. I want to. Oh crap.
Oh, no, you can't. No, you can't.
No. No, you know what? I want to finish that, and kind of the reason that I want to finish that is because
voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand.
You were not leaving that alone, are you? You were not leaving that alone.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me and tell me to be a wrong one. I do kind of make myself sound like I'm crazy as cat crap with that, but anyway, still.
Just a tiny bit.
Just a tiny amount. Look at it.
Looks like the G-Man's had a text come through.
He's making his arrangements for post-show tonight, baby. The weather's nice, so I'm getting out, baby.
I was like, I'm booking the train now. Yeah.
All I can say is...
I'll see you in the small hours, yeah?
In the small hours, oh my God. Oh, that's
I ain't gonna lie.
That's tremendous. That is actually true.
Oh, stop it, Jaymie.
Oh! That's brilliant.
No, that is classic.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say what level. Tor, I'm coming for you. That's a limit. Oh God,
that is brilliant.
Oh God,
absolutely brilliant.
Now you know what we've got. You know what we've got to do now, or more specifically, Russ and Mike have to do.
What they gotta do?
They have to get Tara to listen and watch the show.
I think
if
that's
she's
about
not already watching.
I think that's about right. I think
it's got to happen now.
I tell you what we'll do next.
Oh,
week.
she is watching.
I tell you what
and listening.
She's doing both right now.
Yes.
For that G-Man action. But no, I tell you what, Tara, I'm gonna throw this one tee up for you, right? Because I know you watching, and I'm gonna say this. See you next week, right? I'm gonna scoot down over there, okay? And then we're gonna bring the G-Man over here, and then the G-Man's gonna be in full HD just for you. Yeah.
Yes! I love it.
She's loving it.
You know what? Yeah, it ain't time for us to make a public service announcement, though. It is time for us. Yeah, I know that was a bit of a cheap script to that, but still.
Very, man. Come on.
But still.
Fire them writers.
But still, it's time for us to go into the World Cup preview edition of.
Continental Talking.
were brought in by Moonwalk by DJ Dawn. As we are brought in by Moonwalk by DJ
Do you
Dawn
just
of
want to like?
Face's father label.
Do you want to just like start that all over again?
Tech Liberty album. We brought in by DJ Don and his tune Moonwalk. It's tremendous, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, International Continental Talking Points is going to take kind of a special flavor this week because we got some questions. Because it's a World Cup preview show. We're going to ask some questions. Now, before we do ask those questions, World Cup pressure. Giving Brazil's David Luiz sleepless nights. Brazil defender, this from May 20th, 2014. We're going to come back and come forward. Brazil defender David Luiz.
Back and forth. That's for you, Tara.
This is the ALYH.
Can we just
Great.
Can we do that in slow mo for Tara, please?
Back, forth. This is the ALYH. But you know what? Yeah, so there was David Luiz admitted he's having sleepless nights worrying about the World Cup, while his teammate Dani Alves describes the intense pressure of being tournament host as delicious. Okay, we are anxious. I wish it was starting tomorrow. Luiz said at a commercial event on May 20th. Some nights we don't sleep, but that's all part and parcel. It's a great chance, and we are privileged to play in the World Cup in front of our own fans. I can't wait for it to start. He said that their unity of purpose would help them to cope with the pressure of playing a home World Cup. We have to find the balance, the 27-year-old Luiz told reporters. Up to a certain point, anxiety is good. It gets you thinking about the game, but too much is harmful. So we'll have to work on that, and it's easier to do as a group. This group is very open. Everyone has the right to give their opinion, and everyone is going to help. We really want this. Our group is true in all we do. There is a great atmosphere. He started rapping. Our group is true in all we do. We really want this. Yeah. Oh baby. Anyway. The free lines, the free lines upon my chest over the past couple of weeks. I've gone crazy. But yeah, it's one of them was Barcelona's Alves said although Brazil's 23-man squad might not have much World Cup experience, they have all played at the highest levels and will not be phased. It is a delicious pressure. It's pressure we like to feel, he told reporters. That sounds so wrong, it's untrue.
Will you stop?
No, come on. It's a delicious pressure. It's a pressure we like to feel. That sounds wrong.
Why are you just giving Big T? And I'm throwing
Big T. I need you on the show. I know you had a wrong birthday. You need to tag in and help.
It's a hot
one
tag
half
team.
of the tag team champions of the world.
Hold up. You ain't doing it right. It's one half of the tag team champions of the world. You're wrong.
The bionic darkies Trisha and LJA. The troublesome lighting Big T. The pitch talk wrong'uns. I love it. So Big T, happy birthday. But also, Paolo Di Canio on June 6, 2014 weighed in with his comments on England, saying he's criticised the inability of English footballers to adjust the pace of their game to suit the hot conditions expected at the World Cup. As a coach, it happened to me several times, said the former Sunderland and Swindon manager. I would ask for a lower tempo to respond to certain technical and tactical details, but I couldn't do anything. They all continue the same. Historically, a weak point is that the English concede absurd goals. Incredible. I've looked over some examples of their goalkeepers, and they have made some incredible mistakes. I've noticed some difficulties for Italy, but the Italian players have the value of flexibility. They could change position, he said. They may lack a true identity, but at a physical level, our work from the past 2 weeks will be better than that of the English, who are exhausted. England are missing parts. The reserves are not up to scratch. Chris Smalling. The players are tired. I really like Wayne Rooney, but he arrives in these competitions cooked because he plays a lot of games in the season. Cooked, like he's a barbecue sausage or something. Pancakes and sausage. But anyway,
all I had was pancakes and sausage. I'm like, are you ordering breakfast?
I got that from Pablo Francisco.
I'm just asking, are you ordering breakfast?
I wouldn't eat pancakes and sausage together. Separately, yeah. One main course, one dessert, yeah. But anyway,
waffles.
Yeah, I
like waffles.
Pancakes, yes.
Some chicken and waffles.
I wouldn't mind going to the International House of Pancakes in Canada. Birthday present I did. Yeah. But
give me back some maple syrup. That's what I'm saying.
But it's one of them was DeCanio picked out Raheem Sterling, Daniel Sturridge, and Ross Barkley as interesting talents in the England squad, and Hale teenager Luke Shaw was one of the best fullbacks in Europe. But he added the English have a problem. They play little together. They do not attack the space and must have a better understanding. Now, a bit more in terms of the World Cup. England have a 1.4 chance of winning the World Cup, according to economist Goldman Sachs. This was from May 28, 2014. England have just a 1.4% chance of winning the World Cup and will exit without a victory, according to Goldman Sachs.
Wow.
The investment company crunched some numbers based on each country's track record and characteristics to find out how likely they are to be crowned champions this summer.
Fitting music.
Yeah, exactly. I want to box someone at Goldman Sachs.
Power to punch.
Yeah, like you want to be focusing on the economy rather than predicting that England's chances in the World Cup. But anyway, they make Brazil.
Mike will come on to you in just a second.
What did you just say?
Said Mike will come on to you in just a second. Pause.
And he actually repeated it as well. Right.
And I said, pause.
That sounds wrong. Anyway, Brazil are huge favourites to succeed in front of their home crowd at a probability of 48.5%. Fellow South American nation Argentina are behind at 14.1%, but the prediction doesn't make for pretty viewing for Three Lions supporters. Wow. Italy and Uruguay are tipped to progress to the knockout stages, with England finishing third, failing to pick up a win in any of their 3 games. What is unusual, the authors of the report said, since its sole World Cup victory in 1966, England supporters, English fans have suffered almost 50 years of continual disappointment. What is unusual about the lead up to this World Cup is that the views of the English and non-English are very closely aligned regarding the prospects for the England team. Pretty much everyone agrees that England will do badly. It's a huge assumption. But yeah, at the other end of the scale, Cameroon, Algeria, and Honduras are given no chance of springing the show of the A-Shock performance this summer.
I'm just wondering, did they factor in World Cup Italianity yet?
I don't think they did.
Because I'm just like, maybe old man Etu is gonna channel his inner Roger Mia.
Yeah.
Do something real special. Maybe even bust out the celebratory dance as well. Just saying.
What, the celebratory booty dance? Booty dance, booty dance, booty dance. Booty dance, booty dance, booty dance.
Tara, that was for you.
Oh my god.
Jamie wants to know if they're wearing the vest again this year.
Fingernails, what?
No, they want to know if they're wearing the vest again this year. Do you remember the vest?
Oh yeah, the little onesie,
that
the little onesie thing.
Classic.
Oh, stupid. The little onesie thing. I swear they got banned from wearing it as well.
Classic. I was like, how they could.
That was like Tottenham's aerodynamic shirts. It's like, no, it does not make you aerodynamic. It makes you look like you're wearing tight shirts. Makes you look like your club couldn't afford anything but junior shirts.
Oh, stop it. Junior shirts all round.
No, couple right on strike one. But you know what? Yeah. All I can say is Marco Reus added to the depressingly long list. What is he doing? Long list of pre-World Cup injuries.
Just he's getting comfortable.
What was he?
Comfortable.
There we go. But yeah, Marco Reus added to the long list of injured players. The Borussia Dortmund attacking midfielder who led the Bundesliga in assists last season has a partially torn ligament above his left ankle. It was later confirmed that he would not play in Brazil. A disappointment not only for German supporters, but any fans who enjoy watching exciting and incredibly talented players who are on the top of their game. Francis Franck Ribéry, Russia captain Roman Shirokov were ruled out earlier that day. Italy's Riccardo Montolivo, Colombia's Radmel Falcao, Spain's Thiago Alcantara, Belgium's Christian Benteke, JBK is a wrong one, Holland's Kevin Strootman, Alpha van der Vaart, Germany's Ilkay Gundogan and Holger Bastuber, England's Theo Walcott and Kyle Walker, Costa Rica's Brian Oviedo and Alvaro Soborio, and Mexico's Luis Montes, just a few of the players who have been completely ruled out of the World Cup due to injury. Keep those names in mind. There's the players who might still appear but aren't fully fit, like Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo and Pepe, Uruguay's Luis Suarez, Germany's Manuel Neuer, Chile's Arturo Vidal, Spain's Diego Costa, and England's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And oddly enough, there's actually a few days till the tournament begins. Now, the reason why we mention all of those, that was build up to Chesney Fizzle. I'd like to ask you and G-Man first, and then we will throw it out to the Skypers, because this is the main crux of our show. And yeah, can you send me that link, please? I would like to.
I think I did.
Or drop it in the Skype chat.
All right,
if you will.
I'll put it in the Skype chat.
If you will, if you can, if you will, if you can, if you will. But yeah, it's one of them ones where, like, I want to ask you guys. I want to ask you guys. Who do you think are the main contenders for the World Cup in Brazil?
Okay.
Who are the main contenders?
I suppose I might as well take one from each group, really.
Would you like me to repeat the question?
No. I know, but you're talking about but I honestly believe that all of these teams, have the equal chance. That's why I'm going to go with one from each group. From Group A, I have to say I can't really look further than Brazil. Just because when you look at the team itself is supremely talented, and they're at home. Like, what more do you want than that? From Group B, I have to say Spain, reigning and defending World Cup champions, and of course European champions, and they've been an informed team.
I can do a Howard Finkel impression.
No. They've been an informed team internationally for a very, very long time, and the squad that they have now has actually grown together over that period, so they're even more experienced.
But age is a factor that's kind of play against it.
It is, but then I think the experience is what plays into their advantage. They does this. Yeah, is essentially my line. Group C.
That's how I do it.
From Group C, I'm actually gonna pick a dark horse here, and I'm gonna go with the Ivory Coast or the Côte d'Ivoire, just because I have a feeling, right? They are going to be the one African nation to shock everybody.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Group D, I'm sorry, I have to look past them and go to Italy, because Italy know tournament football. They do. They know tournament football. For me, there's a lot of quality in that team, and I believe how Prandelli's going to set that team up. They will advance. I just have that feeling. Going down to Group E, I'm looking at France, and I'm saying France have to come out of that group top. They just have to. Again, we're talking about another supremely talented team, but I think when we get to the knockout stages, that's when they'll probably falter. But they will definitely come out of that group.
That's the group that everyone wanted to be in.
Definitely coming out of that group. Group F, again, I mean, Argentina just have to do it. I'm sorry. They have to. That's my whole entire explanation. They just have to. Group G, this is where it gets interesting. And I will say...
There's a question coming on to that, but yeah, go.
I will say Germany. Germany will be the ones to progress further than Portugal. And from Group H, I have to go with Belgium. They're probably the most exciting young team in the whole tournament.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah.
G-Man, who you going for?
Well, who
are the main contenders?
My main contenders, I'm going to keep it as I have done for the last, I got to say, 2-3 World Cups. But I'm going to go Brazil. Yeah. And the reason I say Brazil, they're the home team. So they're going to have the full crowd backing. They're the team everyone sort of loves as a secondary team.
Oh yeah.
As well. So, and if they really do turn their style and play on, then I think there'll be a couple of people switching teams later on in the tournament.
For real, really real.
So, and also I think the way the team plays, and has been playing for the last year or so, they're really good, really good. So I'm going Brazil. I think star man in that team will be Neymar, I hope. So that's my Brazil. Spain, can't look past the world champions, can't look past the European champions. No matter, I think a lot of people will say a European team won't win in South America, but I've got to say the way Spain play football, I think they could play on Moon, Mars, Jupiter. They could play anywhere. They play great football. They play great. They just play great football, and they just keep it.
Can they play on Pluto though?
Pluto, maybe. No jokes, but but I gotta say they just keep it simple to how they've always played.
Yeah.
You know, they don't change their system. They play the Spanish way. You know, and they have been for the last 12 years or so.
You know, and I want to send a quick special shout out to Miss Irene Bonilla. Hola.
Hola. And
I know that she'll be supporting Spain absolutely furious.
And then I'm going for Brazil's nemesis, Argentina. I think Argentina are like Brazil, they have one of the best attacks in the World Cup, and I just think, if Brazil don't turn up, I think Argentina are definitely going to turn up. I think the Messis, the Di Maries, I think they're turning up. So, and why are you looking behind my back and smiling and things?
No, it's just in the Skype chat. It's what's in the Skype chat.
Okay.
Relating to you.
Well, so yeah, I'm just going for Argentina in that. So I think Argentina are the other South American team to be wary of.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I'd say, yeah, Brazil are comfortable favourites, but they are gonna have the most pressure. We'll come into that as well. In terms of the question. Yeah, Brazil definitely have to be favourites alongside Spain. I would say those two joint favourites, with Brazil edging it because they've got the home advantage. Those fans are going to get behind them.
You're taking on more than just those 11 players.
Yeah.
You're taking on that whole country.
Yeah.
Right. You were taking on the Samba wave. Like literally, it's so huge. Right. I know that David Luiz has gone out and said, oh, he's losing sleep about it, but he's really excited. And I totally understand it.
Yeah.
I honestly.
Not anything extreme or obscene, but he's excited.
But I mean, honestly, I totally get it. I really don't think, as a Brazilian footballer, anything bigger than having the World Cup in Brazil.
Yeah.
I really don't think there is.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me personally, I think it's Brazil's best chance to win the World Cup again.
Since 2002?
Yeah. Absolutely the best.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd is going to be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Anywhere they play, okay, that stadium is going to be absolutely off the hizzle.
No, definitely.
The chisel.
Definitely. My nizzle. But yeah, anyway. But no, I said Brazil and Spain favourites, with Brazil obviously having the home advantage. In terms of the other contenders, Argentina, you've definitely got to throw in because Messi is due for a good tournament. He's at that right age. Might not be coming off the best season in terms of what happened with Barca by Barca's high standards, but he's got something to prove.
He does.
And to be considered one of the best players ever, or even of his generation, he needs to step up. He needs to do something in a World Cup. France are an odd one. Without Franck Ribéry, I don't think they're going to do anywhere near as well, because Ribéry, the season he's had for Bayern Munich last season and the season before, third, only like half a step behind Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah.
Only like half a step behind them. So he's that good a player. Big blow for France. So I would have said France as contenders until that. Yeah, I don't know. Argentina definitely. Germany, I think definitely will be contenders, even without Marco Reus. There's quality throughout that side. Portugal, the sum of their parts is not that good. Without Ronaldo, they're average. And bearing in mind, even with Ronaldo, you look at qualifying, those 2-1 draws with Israel. It was like, where Ronaldo had to rescue him in both games. It's like, it doesn't look good. But not basing it on qualifying, but I'm just saying that Portugal are not great. They're not great. So my contenders, Brazil, Spain, Argentina, and definitely Germany. It has to be. I think England will get further than some people will want to admit. There are a lot of people thinking they won't even get out of the group. But wait, hold that, because we'll get onto that in a second. But yeah, those are the main contenders. And at the end of the day, well, we've been over who we think's going to win. So let's just bundle that in as well, because at the end of the day, I do see Brazil winning it. The more I see them, the more I think, yeah, they are probably going to win. So it's one of them. But you know what? Yeah. You know, let's throw this out to the Skypers as well. Let's throw this out actually. Let's throw this out actually to Skypers, because I think personally it's going to be Brazil, Spain, Argentina, Germany making up the semi-finals.
I would go with that.
I think that's going to end up as a semi-final.
I would definitely go with that.
So,
I'd definitely go with that.
But yeah, I would love to see a Brazil-Argentina final, because that would be tasty.
Absolutely delicious.
That would be tasty.
To
But the one thing that kind of concerns me about Argentina is midfield backwards. Front line. When you can afford to leave Tevez at home,
yeah,
boy, you got a good front line. But it's just everywhere else. But yeah, I mean, let's throw this out to the Skypers actually. Ross Vernon, who do you think are the main contenders for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, and who do you think will win it?
Well, then the main contenders, I'm just looking at the groups now. I think it'll be Brazil, Spain, Holland, Italy, Argentina, Portugal, and Germany.
I thought Russ was going to pick like half the teams, isn't it?
And I think one of the dark horses you should look out for, guys, is
we'll come into that. We'll come into that. Hold that one, but just the main contenders, for now. We'll come into dark horses.
Okay. So Portugal, Germany, Argentina, France, Italy, Spain, Holland, and Brazil. And I can see the final being between Spain, and possibly Belgium.
Okay,
interesting.
With Argentina losing out to Belgium in the semi-finals, with Brazil losing out to Spain, and
so who do you think will win it?
I think Spain will win it on penalties against Belgium in the final, and Brazil are the makers favourites to win the World Cup. Argentina second favourite, Spain third, Germany fourth, Belgium fifth, France sixth, Italy seventh, and England are eighth favourite to win the World Cup this year. The ball makers.
Russ Vernon, aka Skybet, or aka Russ, aka Russbet.
Yeah, this guy.
Put your money down now, people.
Liam. The Brazil are the 11-4 favourites with them. Argentina are 4-4s. Spain in the 6s. Germany in the 6s as well. Belgium in the 20s. France in the 22s. Italy and England are 25-1 shots. With Uruguay next bet after England with a 28-1 shout of winning the World Cup.
Well, you know, we're going to come back into... We've got quite a few other questions to discuss as well. But you know what? Yeah, thank you, Russ, by the way. We've got a caller on the line. Caller, you are through to your Monday Night Football and Fix, the football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing on opinions. Who have we got the pleasure of speaking to tonight?
Oh, let's get ready for one half of the tag team champions of the world. It's only one person in it. I mean, come on, who's it going to be? People know it. Everybody knows it. Next door neighbour knows it. Rikishi knows it. It's going to be Yang from another mother. It's going to be the tag team champion, the 10-time hardcore champion, ladies man, Liam. Right, I was going to say right hand member. That sounds so wrong.
Wait! Nay! Oh God!
If I said right foot, will that sound better? No, I'm joking. How you all doing?
Oh, all good, Big T, man. How was your birthday?
It was alright. I mean, I pulled a few feathers, pulled a few strings, you know, I got on a bit jiggy with it. I was, funny enough, I actually, you know, on one of your pitch talk videos, the FA Cup final one, that's a little shout out there for right here in London. Yeah, I was playing that in the middle of the club, and you know that bit where, Jezzy, you'll know about this, but you know that bit when you were saying about advocating betting? Do you remember that, when you were talking to the whole fans?
Yeah. Put your money down!
Well, we put that bit on in this club called Up and Down Under, read into that what you will, but we put that on, and all of a sudden I put the Rikishi music theme on, and I started dancing to it, and everybody was like jigging with it, and then they were all saying, like, well, you know, we should start advocating betting. So, you know, Jesse, you started a new craze. And then you could say, oh, we're going to dance a little while. So you can see Jesse's face, like saying, I know you can see it's just Jesse's face on the. I'll have to show you the video after the show, but there's a screenshot of Jesse going advocating betting and stuff like that, and everyone's like, whoa, that the guy's from that, isn't he? I said, no, you haven't seen Gav. Tell you think Jesse's big, wait till you see Gav outside. It's so wrong, actually, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. The listeners know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just want to say on a serious note, I do apologise to everybody because I've been a bit depressed over the past couple of months, but I will promise to be back on the show now. I mean, it's great hearing Russ talking, it's great hearing you all talking, it's great seeing Liam's hand getting a lot better. I mean, you know what happens when you break it. But yeah, honestly, I'm only just going to say it's really great listening to you all. And Jesse, I mean, your vocal cords are broke. That's great to hear. I mean, what's going on? I mean, on a serious note, I mean, you know, the schedule of Goldberg at WWE. I mean, Jesse, come on, what's going on? I mean, are you trying to beat Goldberg's streak? I thought the Undertaker's streak was effort. Wow. And I'm going to praise Jesse on this. Wow.
Hey, Big T, whilst you're on the line, yeah, definitely going to throw them tees up. Question for you: Who are your main contenders for the 2014 Brazil World Cup, and who do you think will win it?
Honestly, do you want me to go with what I'm saying in my heart or something else? No, seriously, what do you want me to go? Do you want me to say what I'm saying in my heart or what my brain's saying?
Both of them. Let's go both.
Well, honestly, and I'm not advocating betting, but go and put your money on this. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. I'll be smoking something tonight for saying that. But no, I mean, I'm going to be saying, honestly, I really think the strongest squad in the Brazil tournament, I think it's going to be Spain. But the main reason why I think Spain are going to win it, you look at their squad. Their squad has got complete class players. They've got a class player in every position. I just think they're going to walk the tournament. If the right Spain turn up and they walk that group, I'm telling you guys, I really feel that Spain could be the first team to retain the World Cup. And, I mean, if you had to predict who I think is going to finish first, second and third, I think we'll probably see a Spain-Germany final. And then I think we'll probably see Brazil finish third to someone like Argentina. But if you're going to ask me as well about England, it's a tough call because we all don't know what side England's going to turn up, do we? I mean, we saw them in the friendlies. I mean, okay, it's friendlies, but it's difficult to imagine what kind of side we're going to see out of Roy Hodgson's men, and that sounds wrong, but what I'm trying to say is that we're going to see an England turn up. Now, they're going to be hungry enough and they're going to want to prove to people that they can win something, or they're just going to go there for the holiday and think, you know what, we're playing against Italy, we're playing against Uruguay, people aren't going to expect us to win, let's just turn up and get the money. I can't see them doing that. I think that England, it's difficult to say because I think they should beat Italy, but I can see them getting a draw out of that. And Uruguay, if they turn up, I mean, they've got one of the meanest defences in the whole of the world. I can't see them beating Uruguay. And Costa Rica, well, they're the whipping boys, as G-Man would say in Wales, but it's just I honestly I can see Spain winning the tournament and then see Germany finishing second. And no, like you were saying, I mean, we were talking about this at work and saying that why aren't Brazil going to win? I just think that, yes, they're a good squad, but I just don't think they're ready to win the World Cup. Spain have done it. They know what it's all about. And I think that Spain are going to win it. So if you're going to put some money down, Big T's giving me a tip. Put it on Spain. So that's all I've got to say about that.
I hear that, man. I hear that. Big T, you hanging around with us for a bit, or have you got to shoot off then?
Well, I'm going to go and get myself a bit busy in the shower. Actually, no, I'm not advocating that. But I'm just going to go and get changed, put the new, put the new attire on, and maybe try and dance a little while to the music. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be back in a bit. But I just want to say, if I'm not, I'll be tuning in, I'll be listening, and I promise you all, I'll be back next week and living it large. Because you know what, I miss you guys. And this is going to sound really, soppy. This is true. I love you all. You've helped me get through these past few months, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm not going to be the one throwing the teas up. I'm throwing my fists up to you all. I love you all, and I'm just very thankful that there's people like that who are out there who are making a difference to everybody. And on a serious note, it's just good to see. So I've got nothing respect for you guys and the hard work you're doing, and long may it continue. So hopefully you'll be on to bigger places, and I know you will. And all I'm going to say is just I'll leave you on that note, and keep up with the great work, and enough love, and I'll see you all later.
Big T, nothing but love in our hearts from each and every one of us in this studio right now. Always throwing them T's up. Big T, our longest serving and most loyal PT supporter, man. It's one of them ones, man. Gotta love it. The top dog.
Take it easy.
Big T, take it easy, man. And thanks for calling. You know what? Yeah. Let's go on to Jaymie Bailey. Who are your main contenders for the World Cup, and who do you think will win it? And do you think Brazil have the most pressure on them to win, as it's their home soil, or do you think it's Spain as defending champions? Hit those 3 questions, man.
All right. Yeah, I've already said basically that I'm advocating for Germany.
Yeah.
And Germany, if Germany don't win it, then yeah, I was wrong. But I can't see the efficiency that Germany has actually being beaten by Portugal, when the only person that Portugal really have is Ronaldo. After that, what else have they got? Same thing with some of the teams that they could get in the World Cup on their route to the final. Who is likely just to be the main person within all of those squads that they can actually get? Not really anybody. They still got USA, they still got Ghana in their group, so maybe those will be tough games, but I still think Germany have a chance of winning the World Cup. Against who? I don't know. In terms of Brazil, if they've got the pressure on them, they do, because it's not just because of the World Cup that being on home soil. It's also for the fact that they've prepared for not just this, but the Olympics. And if they flop at this, then everybody's in Brazil in 2 years will just be thinking, oh, it's just another tournament. It's just something that we can go out for somebody else, for another country, like Usain Bolt in the 100 meters. And that's the only time that Jamaica's ever going to win anything. So technically, I'm kind of hoping for the Olympics to be quite good. But in terms of them having that sort of pressure, they've got it massively. And I think a lot of Brazilians will probably say that last year was not really any fluke. They will want to beat Spain again if they can, if they get them in the knockout stages. But we'll have to see. In terms of Spain having to keep their title, we don't know. For me, I don't know. I don't think they've got that much pressure as from the likes of Brazil. When it's on their home ground, then it's a different story, because Spain will have to push out all the stops. They're going to have their own team out, and they're going to have to prove that what they were saying over the past few years, where they've got like how many or so world championship teams in the under 17s, under 19s, under 21 teams, literally coming through. They would have to prove it. But with Brazil, they've only got one special player, and that's Neymar. And if, as somebody said, if he breaks a nail, then what hope have they really got? David Luiz? Okay.
Luiz, the liability, yes. But you're in that squad. So Ramirez is in that squad.
Yes. Ironically, you're not actually at the World Cup. Sorry. Emmanuel Abue.
Not that again. But you were saying.
I just think really Brazil have got. I think the Confederations Cup. Everybody was saying it was like a dress rehearsal or blah 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 for the World Cup. But to be honest with you, Brazil probably will take, for their passion and for what they love about football, they took that seriously. And I think, regardless of whether it is a dress rehearsal or not, they're going to want to prove that that's no fluke. So they're going to have to say, okay, well, we might have beaten Spain 3-0, but can we do it for real in the World Cup? And can we do it again in the Olympics? Remember, they did get beaten in 2012 by Mexico when they pretty much were in a comfortable, they were in a comfortable position to win that.
But that's
But
why
they
I
can-
haven't really mentioned the Confeds that much, even though it's supposed to be a dry run, because that was a while ago now. So
wasn't really a while ago. It was only last season. It was only last summer.
well,
But that's what I mean.
well,
That's-
last summer, hey, a lot can change in a year.
Well, it hasn't.
It's one of them.
I don't think it has for
Look at
Brazil.
Roberto Soldado. A lot can change in a year.
Yeah, he chose the wrong team. That's the only problem.
But hey, a lot
He
can
chose the wrong
change.
team.
But
Yeah,
so
he
you
had
so in
choice
terms
of
so in
Spurs,
terms of
Liverpool and Arsenal, he chose the wrong team. So
well,
therefore,
well
that's what happened.
leaving that aside. So you think Germany will win it?
I've got too many. For me, I've got too many things. Sort of, I'd say there's a lot riding on Germany to win it for me. But if they're gonna have any sort of challenge, then it has to come from one of the teams that have already won it. The only other team that I would say is a rank outsider to actually challenge Germany is probably Uruguay.
Well, you know, we're gonna come into that in a second, but just quickly, let's swing on to Mike Harniman, because Mike Harniman, same questions to you. Who do you think are the main contenders for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil? Who do you think will win it, and do you think Brazil will have the most pressure on them to win as its home soil, or do you think it's Spain because they're defending champions? Because we still got a few.
I'll start with the last question first, but in reverse order. I think Spain do have the most pressure because yes, it's being held in Brazil. So yeah, they're going to have pressure on them as well. But I think it's Spain who've got more pressure for me, being the holders. I don't think they'll win it again. For me, I think the winners will be Argentina.
Okay.
I think with Messi, Di Maria, Aguero, they'll go on and win it. And I think Brazil will be up there, Spain will be up there, and I might even just throw Belgium in there as a dark horse as well, because they've got some good players there as well. Quite a lot of British players too, like British-based players.
No, you know what? That's great shouts there, actually. And it's, I mean, you know what? You know what, guys? That's some quite interesting points made in there, and it kind of ties in with our next couple of questions. Jesse G, man, I'd like to ask you guys. I'd like to ask you guys a few more questions in relation to the World Cup as well.
Shoot.
Which do you think is the easiest group? Number one. Two. Which do you think is the most interesting group? Okay. Number three.
Number C.
I always said it.
Partner tonight.
Who do you think will be the surprise package in this year's tournament? And lastly, how do you think England will do?
Okay.
So those four questions.
England, I'd say, could possibly go as far as maybe the quarterfinals. That for me, that'd be the furthest they'd go.
Yeah.
Surprise package. No big team, not like that. I'd have to say Belgium. I think Belgium are absolutely prime. But if I have to go for a secondary surprise package, no big T, I would probably have to say, and I think a lot of people are ignoring them right now, Croatia.
That is a very interesting shout. That's very interesting. Croatia. Okay, I haven't heard them mentioned by anyone, so no, that's an interesting one.
The other question, what was the first two questions again? Remind me.
Which do you think is the easiest group, and which do you think is the most interesting?
The easiest group. Probably would have to say Group F. I think it's really, really difficult to look past Group F in terms of Argentina's path to qualifying. But most interesting. So it's a toss. This is literally a toss-up between Group C and Group H. Those two groups. Looking at those, I could say literally any one of those could finish top. Absolutely any one of those. I mean, if we go back to the European Championships when Greece won, when absolutely nobody thought they were going to do anything, right? You look at that group: Ivory Coast, solid. Colombia, solid. Japan, solid. Greece is probably the most underrated team in Group C. So literally, for me, you've got any three of Ivory Coast, Japan, and Colombia potentially finishing top. The rest of that is literally a crapshoot. Literally, anything can happen. And
I was gonna say you don't want to be shooting a turd.
Stop it. And then of course, I know where you're going with that. And then essentially, it's the same for Group H. You know, it could come down to, say, Russia and Belgium, but literally, you know, if we go back to what was it, 2002? You know, with Korea, could have a reprise of that. I mean, is that team really that far? No. Algeria, I mean, they've done really, really well in the AFCONs over the last few years. So for them to pull out a performance wouldn't be surprising. Russia, again, over the last few tournaments have been very, very good. So for them to pull out a performance wouldn't surprise me. And I've already earmarked Belgium as my dark horses because the talent in that team in terms of youth, I mean, for me, they are probably the most exciting team in the tournament outside of Brazil. For me, personally.
G-Man, who you going for?
Well, yeah, I just want to touch on the dark horses point that you just led on. The only reason why I won't go for Belgium as a dark horse, is because just like Holland in previous World Cup, they were spoken about so much beforehand of having such a good record and doing good. I just think they're going to turn up as the flops.
Holland were terrible last tournament. Yeah.
I just think that, you know, it's not that they're going to be under pressure, but I think they're just going to be too relaxed for the World Cup. I'm most probably going to be wrong, but I just have that feeling that everyone's spoken about Belgium so far as being having this golden era and, you know, having the Lukaku's. I just think they just might not click.
So who do you think will be the surprise package then if you're not going for that?
The surprise package, I haven't really got one, so I'm just going to stick with Chile, which was when I saw them play England in that friendly, and when they played Spain a couple of years back, it was like, you know what, this team have something special about them. And I don't know, I think they could actually do something special, especially in that group where, you know what, you've got Spain, you've got Holland, who are both looking at that group and thinking, yeah, we should progress through this easily, but, you know, a draw, a couple of draws could hold you back. That's how easy it is in the World Cup group football. A couple of draws will hold you back, and a loss as Holland, as Italy, you know, faced a couple World Cups back.
What other questions? So we got, which do you think is the easiest group? Which do you think is the most interesting group? Who do you think will be the surprise package? And lastly, how do you think England will be? Those are the questions. So.
The easiest group, to be honest, I'm gonna have to say, I don't think there is an easy group in the World Cup. I just think when you look at every team, to be honest, I think it's a bit fair to say the easiest group, because when you look at certain, like Group G, you got Germany, you got Portugal, you got Ghana, you got USA. Germany and Portugal probably say, oh, we should go through that group easily. You know, it's only the USA, and you know what, Ghana, a good African nation.
What, the Black Stars?
Yeah, good
Black Stars,
good
keep shining.
African nation, but
why gotta be black?
African nations are not knowing to get past the quarterfinals of the World Cup, semi-finals, best. So you've got that. Got that factor, but then when you look at another group on another scale, you got Group E, Switzerland, Ecuador, France, Honduras. You look at France saying, oh yeah, they should easily progress through that group, but then again, France of late haven't been that France of 2002. They haven't been that France of 2004. You know, so at the end of the day, I don't think there is an easy group. I think each group is hard. I think it's tailored to, you know, you've got to win that first match, and you know, that second match is all important that you don't lose that as well, because you don't want to be going into that third match where, you know, there could be several different outcomes of how you could get through to the group and how you could lose in that group. So I ain't really got an easiest group. The most interesting group for me though is Germany, Portugal, Ghana, and USA. As I said, because you look at that group, Germany, again, strongest team in that group, you would say. Then you've got Portugal with one man, Ronaldo, as you said earlier on. But then you've got Ghana, who, you know, they could be cast as a wild card. They could be cast as a wild card as well.
Absolutely.
But then also you've got the amazing United States of Altidore. Yeah.
I like that. That's good. I like that.
Who basically, as you alluded to earlier, he had 30 games last season, scored 1 goal, and he gets 2 against Nigeria over the weekend. So I think that group is very interesting. I said, it's just about that first game.
Very true. But I suppose straight shooting one, it's about that time for you to answer them questions your own self. Is it not? If you will.
It is that time. But yeah, but you know the fact I would say easiest group for me. Easiest group has to be the one that France is in. With the quality they possess, France, Honduras, Ecuador, Switzerland. Group E has to be easiest for France. You'd expect France, even with Nasri being at home, even with Ribery being out, you'd still expect them to progress through that group. Also, Argentina's group is actually not that bad. Apart from Nigeria, Bosnia-Herzegovina, I don't see them doing anything. Iran, no, definitely don't see them doing anything. By the way, Mo, if you're watching, sorry, dude, Iran, man. So one of them was you and the Iron Sheik might not be happy with my view, but I don't see Iran doing anything. Although the Iron Sheik might be like, fuck, bull.
Yes,
I can't do it.
He very much would be like that.
But
he would break your back and make you humble.
Humble, put you in the Campbell clutch. You know I come tonight. Sheik's funny. Most interesting group. There are a couple of interesting groups. I think Group A is kind of an interesting one. Just because Brazil, Croatia, Mexico, Cameroon. If Brazil don't turn up, there could be an upset in that group. But
very true.
But Group B jumped out to me straight away. Spain and Holland. And that is the opening match on Friday the 13th.
Of all days, right?
Scripted ad-libs there.
Of all days, right?
But Spain v Holland. That makes that group very interesting. Spain, Chile, and Holland, Chile will be interesting too.
No,
Australia,
very good game.
Australia, it's one of them ones. Australia could cause an upset as well. They could, just like in Euro 2012, where Holland were not that good. Holland don't turn up against Australia. The Aussies could cause an upset. So, Group B, I think is extremely interesting. But in terms of interesting groups, you cannot look further than Group G, aka the Group of Death. You can't look further forward than that because Germany, Portugal, Ghana, USA. I mean, Ghana.
Black Stars keep shining.
What Ghana need to not do is be as naive as they were last time they were in the World Cup. When they played against Brazil, their defensive line was on halfway. Can't play like that again, or else you're going to get ripped to shreds. But Germany and Portugal, it's one of them ones. If Portugal don't bring it, Ghana could sneak in. And the USA, the USA, I don't think I could take seriously because Jose Altidore scored his first goals in 6 months. So when you got a striker like that, who makes Torres look quality in terms of goal scoring ratio, I can't take the USA seriously.
And don't forget
a big sorry to the Section 357 guys, but I can't see the USA finish.
He is like six in their like all-time goal scoring record for the USA, 28 goals, and he has. Like,
yeah, but you compare him to most of the strikers in that group. He's an average J, bro. I'm sorry, but come on, am I wrong? Jose Altidore, average J, bro. Am I wrong?
Well,
you can put that out on Twitter and Facebook if you want. And quoting me as saying it.
The G-Man is...
It's one of them was Jose Altidore. Average J, bro. Am I wrong?
Here's my thing, right? I think Eddie Johnson, who topped the goal scoring charts for the USA, and I'm hoping that the Section 57 guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was left out of the final 23-man squad, and he was banging in goals in qualifying.
Well, Landon Donovan got left out, and considering the most of the talk was about Landon Donovan getting left out, it kind of shows you that the USA are a very average side apart from him. Even with him, they're an average side because he was an average Premier League player. That's what I would say. But going on to the easiest group, most interesting group. Yeah, surprise package. 2 teams: Uruguay, Belgium. If Suarez is fit, him and Cavani could terrorize defenses.
The only reason why I tend to disagree with you, right?
And Belgium 1-11. Yeah. I go with Belgium. Yeah. But the only reason I don't put them among my main contenders is because apart from 1-11, there's not that strength in depth. That's the thing. Losing Benteke was quite a big blow.
Massive.
Lukaku may not be fully fit. So the hope's on your shoulders, not quite.
Will you stop?
But
I told you, the man's cut his hair. He don't look like me no more.
Why, Lukaku? But yeah, it's one of them. Was Uruguay or Belgium? I think will surprise people with how far they get. England could potentially be in that as well. And how do I think England will do in the 2014 World Cup? Quarterfinals, semis at a stretch, but I think quarterfinals. As long as the guys go in, and basically England have got, in the words of similar to what Paul Scholes was saying, England have got to play like Liverpool. England have to, because defensively, they're not brilliant. But at the end of the day, we've got some electrifying talent going forward. Sterling, Barkley, Sturridge, among others. There is some electrifying talent going forward. And we've got to impose ourselves on teams, not wait for teams to do that and try and nick a goal. So we've got to play with the handbrake off. Really have to get anything. That's what I reckon.
I hear that. The only part where I disagree with you, though, when we talk about Uruguay's surprise brackets, Uruguay are not a surprise to me at all.
No, but they will be a surprise to most in terms of some of their parts. The sum of their parts.
Well, I mean,
Jaymie Bailey's funny. Missed out on Welbeck. There was a reason I missed out on Welbeck. There was what? Oh God, there was a meme going around on Facebook, which was what? Who was in that picture? That was so much young talent and Danny Welbeck.
It's Sterling, Sturridge, Welbeck, and Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think.
All this young talent and Danny Welbeck.
You know what? Just touching on the England and how they qualify, I didn't even touch that. But just say, I personally think that the best England are gonna do, is probably get 3 draws. I think.
Wow.
I think they're gonna get 3 draws. I think against Italy, England might take the lead, but then Italy will draw themselves back into it late on, and then against Uruguay will take the lead, and then England will draw themselves back into it later on. And then I think the pressure would surmount to them either not scoring in the final game, or it's gonna be they just concede. And that's not me. You can say whatever you want. That's not me.
So you don't think we're gonna get out of the group then with those 3 draws?
Personally, I think it would be very hard. But you can say whatever you want. You can say, "Oh, you're not." But
that's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
You're not a supporter in that. But I'm just saying, when you look at the England team, and you look at the team that won in 1966, you're looking at a team in 1966. These were players that were all the main players in their teams. These were like, you got Jeff Hurst, you're looking at Bobby Moore. These guys were the main man of that team. You're looking at this England team. There's only Steven Gerrard that's the main man of his team. The rest of them,
what about Sturridge?
Nah, you got Suarez is the main man of the team.
Joe Hart.
Joe Hart's not the main man of his team. He was getting dropped for Pantilimon. The manager. No. But what I'm trying to say, like, the manager had options. He only put Joe Hart in there because he had to. In my personal opinion, he had to put Joe Hart in there, because if he ain't playing the main England product in goal, then it's not good for England. But I personally just think, like, you just look at the other team, like even Jack Wilshere. There's players in Arsenal that are bigger than him. There's Cazorla, there's Ozil. Ramsey's on better form.
I think they're less injury prone than him. That's the problem.
No, you can say they're less injury prone, but even when you're looking at Barkley, there's players that are more experienced than him in the Everton team. That where he's only getting fringe matches, he's getting thrown in for his excitement and his pace and that, and he's like a wild card. You're looking at Sterling, it's the same sort of thing. He wasn't starting all the time at the beginning of the season. He was Liverpool, they used him wisely in exploiting his pace in games and stuff like that. I just don't think this team at best, I think, are going there to get that experience, and they might go to quarterfinals, but I think at best, they probably just get 3 points. That's what I think.
I'm hoping we win it with the 3 lines on my shirt. It never stops me dreaming. But it's one of them ones. The fact of the matter is, I'm hoping England win it. If we win it, this country will come to a standstill, and there'll be a lot of people jumping on a bandwagon, saying, "Oh, I always knew they would win it." I'm not accusing you two guys, of course not. But there are people I've seen on Facebook.
I can't say that now, can I? I can't say that now.
No, there's a lot of people.
Unless I put a wig on, and
Oh, wig on. What, are you getting dressed up for Taria? I'm just asking.
I told you that ain't my baby.
But let's throw this out to the Skypers actually. And a big hello to Chloe Griffin who's in the house, who's joined us.
What's happening, Chloe?
Let's go. Mike Harniman, which do you think is the easiest group? Which do you think is the most interesting group? Who do you think will be the surprise package in this year's tournament? And lastly, how do you think England will do in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil? How about it with those 4 questions?
Right. Let's have a look. I think England. I'm with G-Man. I don't think England will do well. I don't think they'll get out of the group. I really don't. Let's have a look at what the other questions were again. I can't see. You're too fast for me.
What's happening, Mike?
Yeah. So I don't think England will get out of the group. I'm just trying to find out what the other questions were.
Oh, yeah. Which do you think is the easiest group? Which do you think is the most interesting group? Who do you think will be the surprise package in this year's tournament? And lastly, how do you think England will do?
Right, surprise package. I've said Belgium already. And I think Ghana. I think they can throw an upset into that group as well. I think Germany will win the group. I think Ronaldo, he's carrying a knock anyway. I think if something happens to him, Portugal will just go. They're going to be relying too much on Ronaldo. Okay. So I think Ghana and Belgium are the two wild cards in there, I guess. The easiest group, I think, probably be. I think Argentina. They'll win that group.
He's just good.
Shadow of a doubt, they'll win that group. Yeah. And what was the other one? The most difficult group to get out of.
Easiest group, most interesting, surprise package, and how will England do?
Okay. The most interesting will probably be, I'm going to say England's group. I think England, Italy, Uruguay. It's going to be, well, I don't think England will make it, but it'll be interesting to watch.
I hear that. You know what, yeah? Same questions out to Jaymie Bailey. Jaymie, you there? All right, we'll have to come back to Jaymie. Ross Vernon, same questions to you, dude.
Well then, Liam, first and foremost, I'm going to go in reverse order this time. Like I was saying on your Facebook yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I think England will get to the quarter-finals and then lose out in the quarter-finals. I heard an interview earlier with David Janilla, and he's come out and said tonight whoever loses in England, Italy will go out at the group stage with Uruguay progressing in with the other one who wins that game. For me, the third surprise package, I've already touched on this, I think Belgium will be a surprise package, especially with Lukaku firing in the goals if he manages to keep fit and firing the goals like he was for Everton last season.
You need to stop touching them surprise packages, by the way.
The interesting group out of the lot, I think the interesting one is the group with Switzerland, Ecuador, Honduras and France. I think that'll be a good group because Ecuador and Honduras are no pushovers as they've proved against England, and I think France and Switzerland may have some tough matches when they take on those two, especially when they play each other as well. But for me, the easiest group I would think is either Argentina's group, Group F, or Group A, easiest for Brazil, I reckon. So I think Brazil will definitely qualify from that group, probably as group winners, with probably, I would say, Croatia coming second. And in the other, I think, with Argentina, I reckon Bosnia. So I'm going to throw them in as the other surprise package and say Bosnia will go through with Argentina and Nigeria and Iran will get knocked out of the competition.
All right, what about England
this
then?
year in the group stage? And for me, England will get to the quarter-final stage and then probably lose out because being looking at who would be facing in the quarter-finals, and it is the winner of is either going to be Spain, Holland, or Brazil. in the quarterfinals. So I reckon we'll go to the quarterfinals and then get knocked out. So I post early today from one of my friends. Big up Andrew Dalton, fellow Leeds fan. He says he reckons we're going to come home after the group stage and won't get through. But that's his opinion. That's my opinion, and it's all the opinion of Pitch Talk or their sponsors either. Plus Vernon, Pitch Talk reports.
Hey, I was gonna say that's my disclaimer, and he still got it wrong. Couple right on the strike one. But yeah, it's one of them ones where. Also want to ask Tom Wood the same questions as well, even though you've mentioned it in the Skype chat. But articulate that for the people. Tom, what's up?
Well, so first question, I reckon it'll be between Group E and Group F.
Yep.
Question number 2, I've gone for Group G.
Okay.
Number 3, Belgium. And number 4, quarterfinals.
I hear that.
That's from me and my mate Cameron, because I was just talking to him on the phone about it.
Oh, okay, cool. Hopefully your mate Cameron's watching.
No, his laptop's broken. His screen's hanging off at the moment, so he can't come on it.
Remember, you actually can watch Pitch Talk via your phone as well. It's one of them ones. Make sure you've got an unlimited data allowance. It's one of them ones. Just make sure that. That's our disclaimer right there. But also, where's Jaymie? Jaymie, you wanna jump in? Which do you think is the easiest group? Which do you think is the most interesting? Who do you think could be the surprise package? And lastly, how do you think England will do in the 2014 World Cup?
Easiest group should be the group of death, as everybody's called it. I think will be Germany's. I know they have Portugal, and as you said, Liam, USA have only got one striker who's only scored in the last 6 months. So technically that should be a done deal straight away. Group of death, I've actually forgotten the group that Ivory Coast are in fact, funny enough. But I'd say their group is difficult. And I'm not too sure. I'm not understanding the song, but that's
hey, hot butter popcorn. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But anyway, how well do you think England will do?
If they even find a rope just to climb to the top of the group with, then it's only going to be cut short at the second round. And we're just going to sieve them down at the second round. So I'm pretty sure whoever they get in the second round is literally going to pretty much give England all the chances that they can get, and then there'll be just nothing left, I think. Okay. And that's no disrespect to England. With me being Ireland and Jamaica, and we're not at the World Cup, I shouldn't really be talking. But to be honest with you, seeing how the English game is, as G-Man was talking about, I think he's half right. If you're not playing first team football for your teams, then where's your chance of actually being the best, one of the favourites in the tournament, at the big tournaments? And as you've probably heard my comments in the last few months, I would say England needs a squad where everybody is pretty much English in their first team club. You
sound a bit like Greg Dyke there. We'll get onto that in the coming weeks. So.
Either way, as far as I see it, the Premiership needs more English-based players.
Yes, you definitely sound like Greg Dyke right now. But as I said, that's an issue we're going to come into in the next few weeks.
If the English-based players, in terms of the academies, the players are there, but they're not going to be used for some strange reason would be business.
Well, it's one that that's a topic that deserves a lot more conversation, and we will actually. As I said, we actually will go into that in future shows because that's a point worth talking a bit more.
In terms of the England crop now, that's actually at the World Cup in Rio in Brazil for 2014. If they're actually going to win anything, then they're going to have to play. For me, they're going to have to play defensively. And I say that with the fact that if they've got the quick, they've got an attacking, a counter-attacking side. They've got very good young players who can pretty much break on the counter-attack, and all they've got to do is find the back of the net. if it was Danny Welbeck, I'd ask for a plane ticket back to England right now. But in terms of the groups, yeah, I'm still going to say Germany. I'm always going to say. I think Germany are the only team that can actually give any other nation a problem. France have a good chance, but now that they've lost Ribery, not even I don't know if they've got much of a chance unless Kabay actually turns up. And the way that he was playing against Jamaica, he could do something, but then that was Jamaica. There's the difference between Jamaica and then there's the actual World Cup itself. And I don't think teams like Switzerland are going to give him the opportunity to sit on the ball and find his passes. It'll be the same thing with Pirlo. It'll be the same thing with Neymar. Just hopefully Neymar doesn't know where the ground is heading and the ground will actually fall. I think there's a lot to be desired in terms of all the groups, but the ones that I'm actually going for this year, it has to be Germany. I don't think Spain will have anything. And England's chances are very slim, unless they play defensive football.
Are we talking Kate Moss, Boney, Jabroni slim, yeah?
Possibly even skinnier.
Wow, now that's powerfully skinny. Powerfully skinny. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're that much of a Boney Jabroni, there ain't no power behind you. The power in this hand. You see the power. What's it? Oh God, I can't remember that Hulk Hogan promo, that Hollywood Hulk Hogan promo from Halloween Havoc '98. Warrior, if you doubt the power that's in this hand. I have nowhere to go.
You're staying here, people.
But it's one of them. It is quite interesting to see that there are a few different kind of picks in terms of people picking surprise packages, how well England are going to do and all that. It's quite interesting. But it's one of them. I like it. But you know what? Just gotta say a big thank you to those tweeting to us, Facebooking us, and also those on the Skype chat for giving us your views. You know what? This is our World Cup preview show, and in honor of that, we're actually gonna pause that current track that we are on because it's a special World Cup variation on our next two segments, especially this one. Let's go into a bit of
Funny
and funny moments.
Yes, I like to do my dancing and a bit of voguing up in the place as well. But voguing. So finger wiggles and voguing and that kind of thing. New age kind of guy. No, I'm not really. But anyway, couple right on the strike one on that one. But yeah, 23 things you'll experience over the next month if you don't care about the World Cup. Sorry. We don't care about the FA Cup, do we, G-Man? No, kidding. But this was from June 3rd, 2014. Number one, your favorite pub will become a no-go area. And there's pictures with this as well. I love this. It's tremendous. Number two, your TV viewing is over. This is if you don't care about the World Cup. Number three, the people who used to share your lack of interest in football will turn on you and become smug fans. You will continually ask, is it over yet? and be constantly disappointed. This rather angry man, Wayne Rooney, will dominate every conversation you hear. The obligatory shots of beautiful women will get very boring and quite depressing. Hey, that's what it says. Hey, that's what it says if you don't care. Lego reconstructions will really start to F you off. The word will fill you with dread. However, penalties will be pretty fun. And it's got a picture of an England fan and an Argentina fan crying. And the fights seem quite amusing. And it's got Zidane's headbutt on Materazzi. You will learn to hate Cristiano Ronaldo. You will continue to hate Pitbull. and you'll hate everyone who pretends they've heard of some Iranian left back who trended on Twitter for like 2 minutes. You'll get angry the superior sporting events won't receive the appropriate attention. You'll also get fed up with every conversation in the office starting with, did you see? And constantly having to listen to people debate who will play who in the next round. You will see too many tweets by this man, and it's got a picture of Piers Morgan.
Absolutely.
That ain't limited to the World Cup. That's 9 months during the football season. But anyway, your social life will effectively be over as you have no idea what anyone is talking about most of the time. Although there's no one to talk to anyway, as they're all checking their phones for the latest scores. Your favorite celebrities will get involved. Will try to get involved and ruin everything. And there's a picture of Will Smith's botched penalty at an event. You'll get seriously PO'd with how tired everyone is because they've been up all night watching matches they don't even care about.
Yeah.
You'll be utterly depressed by how warm Brazil looks.
That's me right now.
Oh my God. And the last one, and the terrible and potentially offensive memorabilia. With special focus on that England flag that has a hood on it that looks like a Klan robe. Mate, tell me that does not look like a Ku Klux Klan robe.
I can't actually tell you that. It doesn't.
It looks like a Klan robe. It is atrocious. It is utterly atrocious. I mean, do any of the Skypers want to jump in on what we've just read out before we move on to our next funny quote and moment from the week? Go on, Jamie, how about it?
England got a mention in that instead of Piers Morgan. Wow, two things that shouldn't really be in the same context at all.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
It's all right, Leo. It's okay. All right, easy.
Right. All I'm gonna say is I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it.
Piers Morgan and England in the same context.
All I can say is everyone here knows everybody wants to know. Oh no, everybody knows my view on Piers Morgan. It's one of them ones. Piers Morgan can kiss the crack of my backside in terms of the footballing perspective. Well, but anyway, I'm going to leave that one alone before I get myself in a bit of trouble. That's not the view of Pitch Talk or any of its subsidiaries, sponsors, or affiliates. Cobra Allen Mills track one on that. But anyway, another funny quote: Cristiano injury caused by Ghana witch doctor named Devil of Wednesday. I'm going to try and say this with a straight face. From Thursday, 5th of June 2014, Cristiano Ronaldo's knee injury that has threatened his World Cup participation has been caused by Ghana's most influential witch doctor, it has been claimed. Hopefully it's not Al Hassan. Hopefully it's not Agnes in disguise.
Stop it.
No, I'm kidding. Agnes, I'm kidding. It might be Amin Bacha. No, I'm kidding. Nana Kwaku Bonsam, so I nearly called him Bosman, Nana Kwaku Bonsam predicted earlier this year that the Ballon d'Or winner would miss the 2014 World Cup in Brazil due to injury. Having waited the best part of 4 months for the World Cup to come around, Bonsam's prediction suddenly appeared a very realistic one after the Portuguese FA confirmed that the Real Madrid forward has 2 separate injuries. The statement confirmed that Ronaldo is suffering from tendinosis in his left knee, as well as a muscular problem in his left thigh. Having already missed Portugal's international friendly against Greece, he actually, I think, did sit out 2 of the friendlies as well, the other 2. So with Ghana set to meet Portugal in the first Group G fixture on June 26th, in their final group fixture, Bonsam, whose name translates to the Devil of Wednesday, claims to have conjured the special spirit from the gods using 4 dogs, several leaves, and a concoction of powders placed around an image and the caricature of the Champions League winner. Oh my god. Oh god, no.
You laugh, but don't mess with the juju.
Speaking to Kumasi-based radio station Angell FM, I have nothing to do with this. It's Angel with 1 L. Bonsam said,
he says that now, yeah.
Bonsam said, I am very serious about it. Last week I went around looking for 4 dogs and I got them to be used in manufacturing a special spirit called Kawiwi Kapam.
Where did the accent come from? That's what
I had to. Come on. It's a direct quote from Kwaku Bonsam.
Yeah, but
I had to say it.
Where did the accent come from?
But Bonsam serves at the Coffee Coffee Shrine and let me start that again.
Please.
Bonsam serves at the Coffee Shrine.
The Coffee.
Coffee. To me, it just sounds like coffee. And predicted in February that Ronaldo would be struck down.
It's in Starbucks, yeah?
It's one levels. He added, I said it 4 months ago that I will work on Cristiano Ronaldo seriously and rule him out of the World Cup, or at least prevent him from playing against Ghana. And the best thing I can do is to keep him out through injury.
What is
It's a direct quote. That's why I'm saying it in the accent. It's a direct quote. All I can say is, that's funny. That's funny. Ronaldo is covered by a devil. Man,
Wednesday.
You have been cast. You have been cast with the juju. You have been cast. I love stories like this. These are tremendous. Cristiano, you have now been cast with the juju. with the coffee juju. It is my pleasure to cast you with the coffee juju.
I'm just saying, maybe there's some credence to it.
No, I'm sorry. I was like, come on. You can imagine him cutting a promo. It's like, I will make sure that he will not play against Ghana, and he will never doubt the coffee. He will never doubt us again, and he will be sorry when the coffee runs wild on him. Imagine that.
Coco Beware's cousin.
The African Hulk Hogan, man. Just cutting promos on radio.
His name sounds like something out of a Hollywood movie, though. Devil of Wednesday. The Return of the Devil of Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I find that too funny. All my views, not the views of Pitch Talk, his sponsors, affiliates, or subsidiaries, or even the 2 co-hosts.
You know what? I'm looking forward to seeing some of the African counterparts in the World Cup, especially with the face painting.
I thought he was gonna say you were looking forward to seeing some.
No, I just love the fans. I just love, apart from the vuvuzelas that were at the last World Cup, you know.
Those things were like.
Hopefully they're not there at this World Cup. That just sort of ruined the atmosphere. But you know what? The face paints, the chants, over the bar, you know. It's just great the way. You know what? World Cup's coming, and it's just great how it's going to bring a lot of nations together under the same sort of roof, if you might as well say that. I can't wait. Alright, Mike.
Over the Demba ba.
Alright, Mike, it's great for you being on the show. I think Mike's leaving everyone.
Mike, oh,
Good night,
cool, man. You want to say a good night to the people?
Throw those M's up.
Yes, I will. I will just say good night to the people, and hopefully I'm wrong about England. Hopefully they do go far. Obviously I'll be watching it, and like Russ said as well, I probably will be up watching the 2 o'clock games as well. So yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be a good one.
Nice one, man. Nice one.
Yes.
Oh man. Tremendous stuff. Jaymie Bailey, you wanted to jump in on this?
I'm almost thinking that you guys are just pretty much getting into the African spirit already.
What with Ovadiba? Sorry, Jaymie, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm thinking
Sorry, that movie. I had to. The scripted ad-libs right there. Sorry, Jaymie, go on, man.
You sure?
Yeah, go on.
Positive.
Yeah, of course I'm positive.
Okay, so the dictator is definitely not talking anymore.
The what's not talking anymore?
The dictator.
Che
Guevara.
Oh God, not this again. You better mind that next season I don't do this to you. I might do this.
Again.
One less goalkeeper in goal, and that's up to you.
Bro, this dude's running risk. The dictator will just be like,
just listen again.
Right, go on, Jaymie. Have at it, man. What do you think of the Ghana witch doctor?
He's gone to a winner there, if he can actually prove it. And
many men wish her upon me. My name is C. Ose Evan, and injury is not heaven.
You had the
Africans
song earlier.
wish injuries on me. I don't cry no more.
Stop it.
Well, you had the song earlier. I hear voices. So
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's started to think that as well, and it's almost like Ronaldo's starting to sort of wish upon a star.
Oh, you know what? I've actually got some.
Oh my goodness.
I've actually got some. Voices in my head, they injure me, cut by witch doctors.
The voices in his head injure him because of his witch doctors.
Or voices in my head, they injure me before tournaments.
The voices in his head injure him before tournaments. What?
It doesn't have to make sense. Damn it.
It's the juju.
Let bygones, let bygones be bygones. Damn it.
It's the juju. You don't mess with the juju.
Yes. I love it. Go on, Jaymie, carry on, dude.
I just think in general, if the witch doctor is true to his word, then Ronaldo became the Ballon d'Or for a reason, and that's as far as he's going to go for 2014. His injury is going to be self-explained by a witch doctor, especially when he's probably playing on a Wednesday at some point in a tournament as well.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing if Ghana are playing Portugal on a Wednesday, then that's the reason why Ronaldo's not playing.
Yeah. If he's out injured, I'm telling you now, right? That witch doctor, he's gonna be all over the news and all over the radio, all over Angell FM.
He might end up getting strung up over the bar.
We'll be taking over that Iranian Twitter feed as well.
Iranian Twitter feed. Don't say the Iranian Twitter feed. This one's done.
It's true. You know what we're talking about, the Iranian left back, so might as well take over the Iranian Twitter feed as well.
The unknown Iranian left back.
Let's say that again.
the Iranian Twitter feed. You know what? Yeah. we have legitimately got one more. We've legitimately got one more point to go over, and that's gonna be in the final segment. But you know what? Love it. Gotta love it. But you know what? Yeah, madness, absolute madness. But you know what? We got one more. We got one more segment to go over, and that is the last in the show. And it is utter madness. Well, hopefully not anyway. But it's one of us. Let's go into.
What's up with that?
Yeah. Yeah, we are good. Before our final part of the show, G-Man, we got some stuff on the socials.
Yeah, first of all, just like to say we have been sending out some polls during the evening. We've had them throughout the World Cup special feature segment. Some of you, well, most of you in the chat, Skype, will know that what's been going on because you've been answering, and thanks for that. But anyone out there that's listening, just to let you know, they're out there. Check our Twitter, check our Facebook, and you will see them. Questions are: which do you think is the easiest group in the World Cup? Do you think Brazil have the most pressure on them to win, as it's at home, on home soil, or do you think that Spain, the defending champions, have that pressure? And friendlies before big competitions like the World Cup, are they needed? Yes or no? So we've been sending those out, but we have had a small conversation with JP 1981. Who do you think will win the World Cup in 2014? And he basically has said Greece.
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 Is that tongue in cheek or is that serious?
No, I think it's serious. I think it's a serious conversation. And Jezzy did say they were the dark horses. They were potentially one of his dark horses.
Yeah,
So,
no, I had it. It's interesting. Greece is an interesting. What's up, couple round on strike one? He sits down, look like this. Tom Wood has said he thinks Holland will win the World Cup, so that's an interesting. You know what? Yeah, we gotta say with this story, it's a case of stop the madness because Paddy Power provoked fury with stunt, but had the last laugh from 8th of June 2014. Paddy Power, notorious bookmakers, Paddy Power came under a barrage of criticism for their latest marketing stunt, but had the last laugh. The Irish bookies apparently laid waste to trenches of the Amazon rainforest to spell out a good luck message to England ahead of the World Cup finals. It says, "Come on, England, PP." The destruction of the Amazon rainforest is a subject which has engaged millions around the world, with the habitat of a multitude of species and plant and animal at threat. And Paddy Power's decision to make light of the controversial topic inevitably saw them attract criticism. So Paddy Power chopped down a large swathe of rainforest for nothing more than a publicity stunt. What the hell is wrong with people? That was from @Lizzie_Hayton on June 8th, 2014. Now, @Paddy Power on the 8th of June said, "Good morning, y'all. What's the story?" To which Lizard King @Ryu_Toy Lizard said, "Thinking about how terrible people you are." @JPKD said, "I'm looking forward to @Paddy Power arranging the bodies of dead immigrant workers to say, 'Come on, England,' for Qatar 2022. All I can say is wow on that one. But also Noel McGrath said, "I'm off to destroy an Amazon rainforest. Need any messages cut into it?" And it's one of them ones, yeah. But the bookies later revealed that the picture was in fact an elaborately generated computer fake. which said we didn't give the Amazon a Brazilian. You know what? Yeah, Paddy Power. For some of their pranks this season have been absolutely fantastic. Some yeah. You know what? Yeah, some of their things have been fantastic. Controversial, yes, but that picture did demonstrate that Paddy Power trying to draw attention to an important cause, but not before getting everyone rather hot and bothered. But it's not the first time Paddy Power have attracted controversy. In March, they had to drop an advert after opening a market on the outcome of the Oscar Pistorius trial, with the Paralympic hero accused of murdering his girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp. A petition was launched and groups opposed to domestic violence condemned the publicities. You know what, yeah? When I first saw, oh yeah, what had happened, I looked at it and thought, nah, Paddy Power would not be stupid enough to do that. No one would be. But the fact that people actually fell for it. Now, A, shows you how stupid a lot of people are. B, shows you how dangerous Photoshop can be if someone knows how to use it. And number 3, or C, it just shows you that if you do the right thing, then whether it's good publicity or not, you can get publicity. Because Paddy Power have been fantastic in terms of it. No, that's Libby. Oh, you're cruel. But you know what? But guys, what do you reckon? What do you reckon in terms of Paddy Power's stunt?
I think the Amazon is such a hot topic anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that they were able to get proof that it wasn't legit, because if it was legit, I mean literally Paddy Power would disappear.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah,
from all the pressure.
And there'd be criminal charges.
So, I will say this: whoever they got to create that photo is really good, really good, so good. And I think they didn't realize how much publicity they were going to generate from that. But I think now there's the counterbalance in that now they have to go on a PR mission to try to save and salvage whatever reputation they have left. They've taken one of the most iconic things on the planet, and essentially they've gone in so much negativity for it, turning it around and making it into a joke, which essentially it was, hasn't helped them improve anything. So right about now they have to go back to more shall we say traditionally football related pranks, like for example the David Moyes statue, and things of that nature, to try and save themselves.
Well, I think a lot of people when they first saw what Paddy Power had done with that photoshopped image, they were thinking,
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Wait a minute. But I don't like it at all.
Is one of them ones?
Personally, I think they got a very smart media team, a very smart PR team, because
they're caught in controversy, but they're actually not hurting anyone.
Well, it's not just that. They
didn't butcher a rainforest.
They're just getting eyes on the prize, and anyone that was thinking that they did butcher a rainforest, they got to be a bit deluded.
Yeah,
to be honest.
You got to be stupid.
Because when you look at the size of the message and you look at the scope of how big the Amazon is, that's a lot of chopping down that they would have to do that in the first place. So for them to get away with it, you just couldn't believe the logics behind it. And for someone like Paddy Power to get in there and actually do it, but to me they remind me of Channel 4 when they were first starting up. And and Channel 5, they just have a load of controversial programs on get the eyes on the prize. Unlike when you look at Paddy Power, they're like competitors like Corals and William Hill. They're a bit more conservative with how they try and get their message across, on try and get people to come and make bets with them. It's a bit less controversial.
Well, I mean, it's it's a mad one, man. It is a nuts one, because at the end of the day, I said any publicity is looked upon as good publicity these days. And Paddy Power have gotten a lot of publicity recently. So the media team's doing the work. They're putting in the work. So, you know what? Speaking of what's up with that, World Cup stadium delays force fans to switch tickets. More than 1,000 fans planning to attend World Cup matches in Brazil have been forced to switch seats after stadium building delays and changes to signage compelled a reconfigurement of some seating plans, local organisers said on Saturday. It's from the 7th of June 2014. Emails were sent to 1,376 fans telling them to exchange their tickets for others of the same category but in a different section of several of the 12 tournament stadiums. The substitutions were forced upon organisers by the delay in completing the stadiums, a problem that has dogged preparations for several years. It continues to do so less than a week before the opening match between Brazil and Croatia in Sao Paulo this coming Thursday. So, a FIFA media spokesman said that officials had contacted ticket holders in advance to prevent confusion or delays on match days, and that changes affected only a tiny proportion of the 2.2 million tickets sold. The very nature of proactively contacting the customers about problems with seats should illustrate the extra effort that FIFA is undertaking in order to ensure that the seats exist on match day at the stadium, or that alternative seats will be provided, said a FIFA spokesman. This was not possible for the Confederations Cup, where there were similar problems, and every effort is being taken in the World Cup to proactively communicate with the customers. It is in the best interest of the customer to get their ticket in advance of match day to avoid having any challenges at the stadium on a match day. Every day we are reviewing and inspecting seats, so there are still temporary elements that are being installed within the stadium, so we will continue to monitor and proactively communicate with customers where possible, FIFA said in a statement. You know what? This is what's up with that, because at the end of the day, FIFA, next time, if you're going to award something to someone, make sure they can get it done on time. Make sure they're not still finishing stadiums less than a week before the tournament starts, because otherwise, number one, you're going to have egg on your face. Number two, you're going to disrupt customers. Number three, you're going to look like morons. Oh wait, you do that on a regular basis anyway. Forget that last one. But the fact of the matter is, please pick places that have stuff ready. Please, Sepp. Thank you, guys. What do you reckon on this?
I mean, the whole thing with the stadiums and preparedness for World Cup has been absolutely farcical. I mean, we're even looking at, going all the way to 2022 with Qatar, and you're saying, is Qatar anywhere? No, they're not. I mean, yes, they have arguably got a lot more time, but realistically, you don't want a repeat of the situation that you're having now in Brazil. Exactly. For me, I have to say that how it's got this far in terms of management of the whole development, I don't know. And I think going forward with any host nation, that's the kind of thing that needs to be looked into. Unless, of course, you're looking at hosting the World Cup somewhere like, Spain, England, France, or Germany, where, the established infrastructure in terms of stadia and quality stadia, world-class stadia, is already there. So in the case of Brazil, there was a lot of work that needed to be done. So for me personally, I'm looking at the people that were managing the whole project, and I'm saying, this is your fault. Why weren't you fired earlier? And why hasn't this been managed better? I mean, the other thing as well to look at is all of the unrest that has been going on at the same time. The impact of having the World Cup in the country, politically and socially and economically as well. I mean, it's just why are we ignoring all of these factors? Is my question.
Right. And, Argentina might get in trouble for a political banner that they were holding up in their last friendly match, so warm-up match. So FIFA always focus on the wrong things.
But you know what? I agree with both you and Jezzy, more Jezzy. Gotta say though, I just think it's down to FIFA thinking out properly how they're gonna organize their World Cups, especially when they're handing the World Cup out. Like, I was having this conversation the other day where I believe, like, if you are gonna take football, to different stages of the world, or different areas in the world which need more light the Qatars, or if you want to take it to different places in the world where the World Cup hasn't been before, that needs infrastructure building there, then you've got to have a bigger plan in place. And I think you should have, if you're going to do bidding process, you should have a bidding process for the bigger nations, and only the bigger nations can be in that. So just say World Cup 2020, what is it, 2020, just say 2026. Now, you either make the choice, are you going to go down the route of having teams which already have the infrastructures, national teams that have the infrastructures, and if so, only they can bid in that process, and if not, if you're going to have teams that don't have the infrastructure, only they can bid in, then everyone else knows that, you know what, let's help and pool in and help those nations build up to what they're building to. I think that would be a fairer way, because at the end of the day, you're looking at the Qatars, yeah, you're looking at the Russias, you know, you're looking at the Brazils or so, yeah, and I think they get lumped with a World Cup. We all know they ain't got the infrastructure. Everyone knows they ain't got the infrastructure, yeah. It's like they're lumped with the World Cup and saying, go and build it for us and make sure it's there on this date in 4 years or 8 years time. And it's like, well, shouldn't everybody in the football community really be helping each other to make it the best? I've said this before, shouldn't they be helping each other to make it best? But rather than sitting at home writing, oh well, look at this situation in this country, blah blah blah, they're not good, blah blah blah, they're not bad, they should have been over in our country, writing pure scandalous and vicious media stories, yeah, to take out their counterparts. To me, I just think, you know, it's the World Cup. The World Cup is one of the biggest sports events in the world. You know, if you're part of that footballing family, you want it to be at the best no matter where it is. You know what I mean? It's just like one of us three, if there was a prize in front of us and only one of us could get it, yeah, at the end of the day, well, me personally, I know if I ain't going to get it, I ain't going to try and bring you two down on the way up. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, it's one of them. It's one of them ones. Look at when we were at Wembley. It's a case of Jazzy was getting certain encouragement from one of us. Was getting encouraged. I mean, one of us was fully engrossed in the match, but the other was saying, "Go on, Jazzy, go on, man, bowl true." Man. So it's kind of like it's one of them ones, man. You should, like, the footballing world should help each other rather than hinder each other. Absolutely. But it's terrible. It's one of them ones. So it's just a mad one, man. I mean, if any of our Skypers want to jump in on the ticketing problem, let us know. Go on, Jamie, have at it, man.
So we're having a problem with tickets not only for Brazil but for Qatar. So I would like to know how they're going to deal with it.
It's Brazil for now, because the Qatar tickets haven't been allocated yet. Most of their stadiums.
Yeah, but the stadiums are not even ready, so technically we haven't got any tickets just to be selling anyway.
Well, they won't get sold for another few years. But the Brazil one, have it on the Brazil.
The Brazil one's just been a farcical since it was actually given, considering that this is the reason why I say Brazil need to win the Cup, because like Manchester United, they need to be not just a global brand, but everybody's going to be looking at, if Brazil don't win it in Brazil, everybody's just going to be looking at it as saying, why did you build these stadiums? We wanted schools. Why did you build stadiums before you built any schools or any other? Why did you give something that we don't need when Brazil can't even win a World Cup? Hence the reason why the onus is on literally Brazil to win that World Cup, because if they don't, then everything that they worked for just to get the World Cup is pretty much going to look like a farce from start to finish. And the ticket allocation is just part of that problem. So again, if anybody has to feel any pressure, not only is it the president of both FIFA and Brazil, but it's also the people that are going to be going to the matches and thinking, if we see Brazil get knocked out even before or even lose a game before the semi-final, then we have to riot again, and it will happen if they don't win. As much as I'm no witch doctor, I'm not trying to force any injury upon anybody, but it will have a bad effect if Brazil don't win.
I was gonna say, you better not be cursing, putting no juju on anyone.
Even with that, even that, joking aside,
they're not calling you Jamie Shango.
You can do that if you want, considering. But As far as
wait, hold on. Can do that if
right.
you want, Jaymie
That's the
Shango.
reason why I'm going with that one.
Oh, I'm thinking. Hey, I was thinking OWR's about a voodoo doctor. Now. What you talking about? You ain't got. Ow! What was that? Hey, I swear you better put them pins. You better put them pins down. You know.
Yeah, dude. You're in a room full of guys. Don't do it.
Man, you got. Stop putting pins in that dolly you've got.
You're in a room full of guys. It is not a good look on the PT show, dude. It's not worth it.
What the hell? No, but carry on, though, man.
Anyway, yeah, like as I said, if it's almost gonna be like what Brazil have to be. They're gonna have to become a global brand in order just to prove that the Confederations Cup was one thing. They're gonna have to show that the Olympics is another thing, and they're gonna have to prove that this World Cup is no byproduct of what they're all about. Because if they don't win it, you will see more rioting before the final. And it's a case of everybody will back Brazil as much as they can, but the moment that they lose, it's going to be over. The World Cup will pretty much should have been in a country where everything is almost literally at a good level in terms of politics, in terms of the pitches, everything.
Well, of course. I mean, we've said that. We said that. When certain awards were made for the 2018 and 2022 World Cups and European Championships, respectively, and it was and the fact of the matter is, it's like, it's mad the way these things are awarded. You think they would see these things coming, but they never do. But you know what? You know, it is one of them ones where look at the time. We gotta finish. We gotta wrap up, man. Dudes. Shall we give the people give a people the wave? Give the people a wave. It's one of them ones. Oh, you know, it has been fun.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Oh man, but you know what? It is time for us to vacate the place with the haze. With the 3 lines on my shirt. Of course, it's one of them ones. It is time for us to vacate the place with a haste. And you know what? It is time, baby, to start saying our goodbyes, baby.
Hi, I'm John sitting here with Gavin, Liam and Gerald on Pitch Talk.
The football talk show that holds back nothing on opinions.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez, Christian 42.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Matt Hodgson, director of the 4-year plan.
Samir Swanee, co-founder and co-director of Motivate Sports and Fitness.
And you're listening to Pitch Talk.
The only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
You never know. You won't see it coming, but I promise you'll know it's Pitch Talk. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, straight shooting LJ, the G-Man and Jesse Fizzle proudly bring to you the football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing on opinions, because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
Of course.
Yes, we talk.
Oh my God, it is one of them ones where, you know what, Facebook.com/Pitch Talk, become fan, become friend, become member of the group, join the footballing revolution we're working so hard to create. MySpace.com/Pitch Talk, pitchtalk.blogspot.com or .co.uk will get you to see the blogs from yours truly, straight shooting LJA, the G-Man and Jesse Fizzle. Also, twitter.com/Pitch Talk or @Pitch Talk on Twitter. Tweet with us, follow us, see what we're up to. www.pitch-talk.com is the official website. And youtube.com/Pitch Talk is our official YouTube page where you can see all of our videos, including Pitch Talk at the FA Cup Final 2014. which was fun. And also there's some bonus material up as well, featuring Jazzy Fizzle and also featuring some Hull City and some Arsenal fans about Hull in the Europa League and also Arsenal. Bring it in, bring it out. Well done, right? But big shout out to Daniel Kahn. Big shout out to the G-Man's favorite lady for tonight, Tara. Big time shout out. Big shout out to Philip Dunkley, aka I Marek. Big shout out to Miss Irene. Big shout outs to Irene Vanilla. Big time shout outs to everybody who joined us in Skype tonight. Big shout outs. Yeah, man. Big shouts to Ross Vernon, Matt Whitfield, Tom Wood, also Jaymie Bailey, Mike Harniman as well. Chloe Griffin stopped by briefly too.
The cameo.
It's one of them ones. Gotta love it.
Happy birthday to Lilia Lumi as well.
Exactly, and happy birthday to Big T over the weekend as well.
We
always throw them teas up for him. Fact of the matter is, I've been straight shooting LJA.
And I've been the G-Man.
And as always, I've been Jazzy Fizzle.
Big time shout outs to everyone. Big shout outs to Motivate Sports and Fitness, Girls on the Ball, and Section 357 show, and also Thin White Line magazine too.
We were in issue 0, don't you?
Exactly. And of course, a big shout out to the Glemnet Southern Amateur League, Glemnet SAL as well. Big shout outs. Thank you very much. We're going to leave you after our World Cup preview show. We're going to leave you with something epic to round out. Thank you very much.
Good night.